ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear.
Hey, if anybody hasn't told you today, I just want to stop by and say you're looking pretty freaking awesome. Because you are pretty freaking awesome. So have yourself a pretty freaking awesome day. Okay. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. Okay. See you around, stuff. Bye.
Yeah, I love y'all. I'm open local. I know how I'd everything of you. Man.
I still don't understand why 11 can't be 1-1. We got 22, 33, 44, 55, but 11 can't be 1-1?
After these messages, we'll be right back.
If you need an auto parts, you can find me. I can help you find the company. No parts in my factory or with company. So cheap, just cheap. If you need many eating, you can find me. I can help you find the company. Many engine in my factory is orange with company. So good there, just good there. Very good there, very good there, very.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Bruh.
Don, 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 don. What you and me know, to real my movers know it's best. All this in this road, finding lovers know it's best. Johnny and me too, and Tuesday, Tuesday is a drive. Want you to some more, Jeanette, and John Wild say. Take my breath Tear my mad away.
Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's
Where
not.
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
Hello, I'm Butthead. For years and years, I found myself unable to score. But then one day, a friend introduced me to a product that changed my life forever. It's beer. Got any? Hello.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Time of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.
And that's what you're watching, and it's Wednesday, folks. Welcome to the midday hangout of fun in the afternoon. How's everybody doing today? This is BF Live The Vibe, but it's not any just day, folks. It is Wednesday, and it's not just any Wednesday, folks. It is a Whack-A-Goal Wednesday. Come on, let me whack that goal, everybody. Come on. Look, we're whacking goals. That's what we're doing. It's Whack-A-Goal Wednesday, so thank you for your support day. It's kind of a day I kind of draw some support for the goal. How's everybody doing today? It is the middle of the day. It is the middle of the week. I'm your boy, BF Bobby Fran. How you doing? I don't have my little thing up here, so let me put that up real quick, and I'll let you know. Right there. Right there, right there. It says BF Bobby Fran. I am your friend and host, and I'll be hanging out with you for the next couple 3 hours, folks. What are you doing today? It's Wednesday, middle of the day, middle of the week. We're doing it.
Doing it.
We are doing it. How's my chat family doing today? I need to know. I'll find out when I go over to the chat family check-in. I got my bro backstage. We're going to catch up with him and some other bros, all that stuff. It's very going to be bro heavy today, but it always is kind of bro heavy here on The Vibe, unless we do the Juicy Man Meat segment, which we'll probably get into later. I'm going to do the not so serious news. What else are we going to have? I got internet shite. I got a whole sheet full of fun stuff here we can do. When Scott shows up, we can fall down his hole. I am going to start off after I talk to bringing our guests and everything, and we start off the opening chat family check-in. Before the top of the news, I'm going to start off with a celebrity death report, because we've had a very famous celebrity pass. So when we have a celebrity pass, we like to acknowledge them with a celebrity death report right here on The Vibe. But before we get to the chat family check-in or any of that for hanging out for 3 hours, I'm going to bring in my friend. He's my bro. He's your friend. He's from the Great White North. Let's see how he's doing. He is Bobby Nick. Come on, Bobby.
Deep butt cheeks, motherfuckers. We're doing it. We're having it.
You know what? You always get me with that still, man. How you doing, man? You're still sticking with the deep butt cheeks. I love it. I love it. I love it. How you doing, Bobby Nick?
I got deep butt cheeks.
Apparently you do. What's good in the stream show hood, man? There's good things going on with us because I think I'm a little excited for my boy Andrew, and I think you probably are too, man.
Yeah, bro. Holy
Florida
shit.
Andrew.
Did you see the place that he got set up in, man?
So what had happened was that I tuned in like right at 7 because I got to see what's going on with my boy Andrew. But it is the case, Bob, that I have it on, but I'm actually trying to function and like trying to pay attention to family members and stuff like that. So I tune in and out mentally stuff. So I was only catching bits and pieces. I want to get with you privately to find out, kind of what part of Florida he's in, even though I think some of it seeped out on the air a couple times yesterday, right?
I don't know if people picked it up, but yeah.
Yeah, so there is that. So congratulations to my boy Andrew. I don't know if he's available today, Bobby Nick, but I did have it playing the entire time last night. And as you saw, I stopped by and chatted you guys up a little bit. I was really excited to see Vinny in Florida with Andrew, to see all the little videos and see Andrew on a freaking airplane, man.
That was crazy. Yeah, I like the one where he's like, "We're flying!"
Andrew on the ground is something else, but Andrew in the air had to be a treat. And man, big props to Vinny, man. I think we always knew that out of all of the caretakers, Bobby Nick, we've lost count of how many caretakers Andrew has had since we've been podcasting with him and been 100%. Friends with him. Right. And so Vinny has always been that dude, and he's never swayed us from that thought of him. Vinny cares about Andrew long after he was no longer an employee of that home and came over and cut Andrew's hair. And he's really a bro, man. He's really a bro.
Yeah.
So shout out to Vinny. I'm super proud of him and super happy for that situation, Bob.
Yeah. Took him to Florida. He's staying there till Friday that he's got to leave.
Okay.
That's going to be a sad moment.
Andrew.
Yeah. It's going to be a sad moment. Yeah.
And I saw Andrew. I saw him fluffing him up. I saw him almost pushing him in the pool last night.
Yeah,
in his wheelchair.
Right.
I saw him trying to put all the pillows in the house under his head to give him some lift until his bed arrives. Right.
Yep.
I didn't really see her explicitly, but I understand that Grandma made it a little quick facial appearance on screen, and
she did
a little bit, right?
Yeah, she did. She sat down for 30, 40 seconds, maybe a minute.
Okay. Well, that's more than
Yeah.
you've ever gotten before. So how did that go? I didn't really see all of it.
It went good. Not much was said. I mean, it was a very short time. So, but yeah, we thanked her for
Sharing Andrew with us.
Yeah, and setting.
I'm
Andrew
sure she
up.
has some sense by now of what Andrew can do. Be a little racy on his shows, if you will, right?
Well, yeah.
All the subjects slide, don't they?
I think they do in real life too. So
yeah,
it's a thing. It's just a thing with Andrew. Vinny was saying he was already saying stuff. I can't remember exactly what, but
I heard him tell you that, right? But he was saying that, hey, Andrew, you realize there's certain things that maybe you shouldn't even say around your grandmother.
Yeah.
But this is why that it's called No Filter with Andrew and Friends, because
exactly.
We figured out a long time ago that boy's got no filter. Now we knew that it was the case for podcasting, Bob, but we haven't had many examples of him being no filter around, off camera with his family and stuff like that. So Andrew is literally no filter, huh?
That's just the dude he is on.
That is just
camera. Yeah.
Well, that's good. So I hope that none of that becomes an issue as far as him, because I know he wants to podcast. It was great seeing him podcast on his first day. Does he have the link today? I didn't get a chance to send him the link, Bob, because I really didn't know the best way to send it to him or if he's going to be available. But you are free to send it to him, because I know you do that on the daily, and
I do.
And then with him being mobile, I really didn't know what your preferred method was yesterday. But as I said yesterday, Andrew the Giant is always invited right here on the Sports Heads, man. Us three have been podcasting the longest out of anybody in our kind of group right here. So Andrew is an OG bro. I'm so happy to see him in Florida. I'm happy to see good things happen to good people. And I'm happy to see good people in the chat. So while my boy Bobby Nick, I think he went right for the phone, or maybe he's working on sending Andrew the link and checking his status, so maybe he'll drop in. And maybe Scott will drop in and we'll jump into Scott's hole. But we ain't going to get to any of that until we get to the opening chat family check-in, folks. So let me know what you're doing on a Wednesday, because it's the middle of the week. We've made it this far, folks. We're not waiting for the end of the day to have fun, though. We're going to start right here in the middle of the day, the middle of the week, with the opening chat family check-in. This is the time of the show where I go to my elements. I go down to the chat family check-in element. I put my glasses on. You guys jump in the chat and let me know what you're doing on this Wednesday, April 16th, in the middle of the day. Are you having a ham sandwich? Are you having leftovers? Are you in line for lunch? Are you home? What are you doing? Are you having a good day, bad day? Tell us as we catch up with you on the opening chat family check-in for stream show 288. This is the vibe. This is Wednesday. Let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's right. Did I say it's Wednesday? I did say it's Wednesday. But it's not just any Wednesday. It's Whack-A-Goal Wednesday here on the Vibe. Little goal-oriented action here on the Vibe is what we're trying to get down with. Trying to do the damn thing. But we're going to have fun while we're doing the damn thing. And I see no less than 60 chats in the chat. So I'm going to go right to the top of it. And I'll play my little thing. I'll take my tic-tac and we'll get ready to go, folks. Get your chats in for the opening chat family check-in. As we start, this is the beginning of 3 hours of fun, folks. Are you ready? I'm moving into the gate. Pecan checks in first. He beat Wild Bill today. These guys have been having a friendly competition. Goonie goo goo, you begonias. Unga boonga. The BF Chang emojis. The gano. What do you gano? Let's go. And I say a hearty goonie goo goo to my friend Pecan, who I also saw on No Filter with Andrew and Friends last night.
Yeah, he was there.
That's awesome. And to him, I say good morning. And what we got here? We're going to do gano. What do you gano? And even though he was in with the most generous $2 before I even established the goal for today, for Whack-A-Goal Wednesday, he says, oh shit, we're doing it. It's hump day. Tick Cal, let's go. That's right. We're one day closer to Thursday.
We're doing it.
Where you find out the meaning of Takao by hanging out with us with Replayables. 100 proof podcasting. We watch videos. We drink, smoke, laugh, and joke. That's tomorrow night on my 2-show day, 10 p.m. East. Thank you, Peacunt, for the $2 toward my goal. It's Whack-A-Goal Wednesday. Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill, check in. He's the second bro to check in, and I love this double up because they check in with a traditional chat, and then they back it up with a most generous and colorful $2 super chat. Thank you, the Reverend Wild Bill. Number 2 here. Now, you're number 1 to me. Present and accounted for, sir, says the Reverend Wild Bill. Checking in from the ATL. Thank you for your generous contribution, Wild Bill. The Reverend Wild Bill has having fun throwing out all the emojis right there, the armchair, the buffalo, the Slurpee, the Perry, the Blocky Fran, all of them, and that indicates to me that he supports me monthly on the vibe. Thank you, Reverend Wild Bill. TG Pooh, that's the famous Tom Gully Pooh, FTG. Running errands, be back later, says the Reverend Wild Bill. Peace out. The Reverend Wild Bill, Hoya, and Takao from Peacunt. Matt, my friend, checks in. Are we gonna have Perry tonight? Are we going to have, I don't know if we have Weather Matters. We're going to have a Wednesday night. I checked earlier and I didn't see any link, but we'll find out during the show. Matt, Bones Up to the Midday Freaks, War Rack, and Hammer Time. War Rack fam. Terry Nee, thank you, buddy, for the $2 going toward the goal. I'm feeling pride this week. It's gay flag. Call me Terry with an I, Takao. Well, thank you very much, Terry. I'll call you anything you want for your generous $2 super chat.
Hello, Frisco.
Thank you, Terry Nee. Good morning and good afternoon. Just Bart checks in and says, hey, everyone, checking in and reporting. I am another day with no issues and feeling better, so that means he's home. We'll read between the lines on that one. Just Bart checking in with the health check. Terry Nee, Takao, and the flag, the rainbows from Peacunt checking in. Peacunt gives Matt the Bones Up in the Hoya. He shouts out Just Bart with the Hoya. Matt gives love to Peacunt. Bones Up right on back. Reenie coming in with a positive vibe on a Thursday. Excuse me, on Wednesday. Oh my God, I got a day ahead of myself, Bob. Got a day ahead of myself. I got to watch you doing that, buddy. They go fast enough already.
No, just Wednesday. Just Wednesday.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Matt, he says Hoya to Reenie. Peacunt says hello to Reenie. Reenie says parents with drugs often find their stash has been picked over. I will say that, Arini, there had been 1 or 2 occasions when I was a younger man where I would borrow something and kind of fluff up what was there to hide my tracks, Bobby Nick.
Yeah.
I am not unfamiliar with that practice a long time ago. Reenie says Hoya to Matt. Peacunt gets the hits thrown to him from Reenie. Matt, J.A. checks in with the cigarettes, Bobby Nick, and he says, you know what he says? He says, smoke them if you got them. It's J.A. Ooh, that little thing, says Reenie. Fake goal count. Wait a minute. Terry, I will include you on that. Thank you, everybody. Man, Terry also counts toward the goal. I appreciate that. Reenie shouts out. You can't set the goal too early, Bob, as you might know, because the timer starts running the minute.
Exactly. Yeah, so I know it's stupid. I think they should make it so you could set the goal, and then when you go live, then it starts ticking down. But,
right. Why would they have you set a goal timer for a goal that you're not even on air to achieve? But I want to thank everybody who helps me contribute in every way to this show, because you guys help me keep this show going with your contributions. Peacunt gets J.A. the Hoya. Gatsu's checking in and says, good day, Bobby.
Good day, mate.
Good day, Gatsu. Mandy Diff checking in, the lovely Mandy Diff, the resident fishing expert, the armchair emojis, the corn, the hooks, everything going on. J.A. checks in. $2 going toward the goal. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, he says Slayer. Yeah, we were having fun playing that. We were playing that clip yesterday that had that Slayer track in it. Bro Heavy. Oh, yeah, says Terry Nee. There you go.
Hello, Frisco.
I don't know why. Like, he's been totally like free. Like, he's had this whole sense of freedom about his sexuality ever since he went with me to DC. Bobby Nick, what is? I don't get the connection. Do you? What is that? Kind of creepy.
Well, he
a little too
found love. He found
love. I guess he did. All the wrong places. Hoya, your Hoyas from the Space Nerd checking in. Peacunt says hello to Gatsu. Mandy, Terry, and Gatsu gets the shout out love from Reenie. Nerd gets the nerd call from Peacunt, and this is a good time as ever, Bobby Nick, to say hello to the nerd. 1, 2, 3. Nerd. There's your nerd call. Peacunt was in on that one. Hoya to Peacunt from J.A. Hoya Peacunt from Gatsu. Mandy Div gets the love from Peacunt. Mandy gives the shout out love to you, Roberto Nicholas.
Deep butt cheeks to you, Mandy.
That's his gut. That's his government podcasting name is Roberto Nicholas. There's the 100 Proof Podcasting Discord link where you can communicate with our community and submit any links there for clips that you might want to see on our playables. Deep butt cheeks, Bobby. Nicky's got it in there.
Deep butt cheeks to you, sir.
Butt cheeks. Got deep butt cheeks. Rini says hi to the nerd. Gano, what do you Gano, Rini from Gatsu, and Gano, Rini twice from Gatsu. Pecan gets the shout out love from the nerd. Gano, Gatsu from Rini. Hoya, Rini from the space nerd. Skull checks in, my bro. Come on, Skull. Let's get in here and have some fun today. We're going to do it all. We're even going to do Rock You Like a Horoscope, the Soulful Horoscope Readings, because it's Wednesday, so we have to see what the stars hold in mind for us, Bobby Nick. And I will confess something, Bob. I did something today before the show that I really never do, and I went ahead and looked at my horoscope today after Monday's show.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
That one was too dead on.
How accurate that was, I have no idea.
It had whole kinds.
It makes you think. It makes you think. You know,
it had like you're gonna have problems with communications, like issues and things. It was like all in there. So it's looking good today. So we will get to the Rock You Like a Horoscopes in the middle of the show. Bones to our friend Skull from Rini. Skull gets the bones up love and the Hoya from Pecan. Terry Nee checks in and says, "Poor Andrew was scared when he went to bed. I saw that as well. Glad his people online were there with him." Terry, I saw you hanging out too, brother. And like I said, even though I was hanging out with my family and all, I had it on the entire time, Bobby Nick, and I had an earbud in, and my attention would be swayed every now and then. But I did see Andrew getting plopped up with the pillows, and I did hear him talking about worrying about every new sensation, like animals, and I saw Terry Nee putting everything. I forgot about Panthers. I forgot about this. I forgot about that. About every horror that Florida might offer Andrew. But I mean, he was worried about hurricanes.
Yeah, he's worried about the hurricanes. Actually, last night, after the show ended, like he popped out of the StreamYard pretty quickly. He's usually in there for a while.
Well, he had to be zonked out, Bob, because I know traveling it takes it out of you. It really does, Bob.
Yeah. That could be what it was.
You get jolts of energy and stuff maybe along the way, but once you get to your destination, man, and you're there, that travel, it just takes it out of you. And I like seeing Andrew and Vinny getting frisked separately and Andrew being handled by TSA. Oh my God.
Yeah, man. That was great.
Those videos are so you don't have any of them on your StreamYard, do you? Right there, or did Stormy have those?
Hold on a second.
It's not a big deal, but Vinny is the best, Rini. Vinny has always been the guy, and he's never let our opinion of him down, Rini. We've known of Vinny for years, taking care of Andrew, and Vinny is a solid dude, man. Love me some Vinny. Bones to Rini and the Pecan from Skull. Mandy Diff shouts out to Space Nerd, Rini, Gatsu, Bart, Tiffany, Skull, Pecan, Terry Nee, J.A., and Corn Diff. She gets them all in there. Hot grandma. Yeah, I saw Terry in there saying that if I wasn't married, he would and all that stuff. I'm like, damn, Terry. What's up? Oh, I see you got one in there. I see you put one backstage. So for those of you that kind of know, or maybe I just want to see these again because it was so fun seeing these videos. And yeah, I heard Vinny say at one point that he just let TSA take Andrew away and they were just like having their way with him or whatever. I just thought that was so funny, man. All right, let's watch this video. Now, this is our video of our boy Andrew traveling.
My first experience in an airport, it's kind of dope.
Kind of dope. Fuck yeah, Andrew.
Awesome.
Vinny is so good like that. He wants Andrew to have great experiences like that.
I can't really see which ones are which here. So
I hear you. Well, that was a great one. So that was in the terminal right there. Like kind of, I see one right here. Like, this is in a car. Let's watch this one.
Can't keep anything clean. I had to change his shirt once already. It's not even noon. Wait, how do I zoom in?
So did he do like bone loads and rented a handicap accessible van, Bob?
It's stuck on.
I think that's what happened. Yeah, they had to do that.
No, forgetting I had some frappuccino that was on the very bottom. I took my cup and spilled.
Oliver's nice shirt.
spilled his crappuccino.
Yeah.
You give him the finger.
Give him the middle finger. I'd rather. Fuck.
Look, it's gonna take him a minute.
Middle finger.
Middle finger.
That's all you get.
Vinny is the best.
Brother.
Oh my
I
god.
cannot just stick one finger up.
No shit.
It's either 2 or 3.
I love Vinny is a bro, man. He gives no shit, man. He don't do that shit where he's like what a lot of people do, where you just see someone in a chair and you have pity for them right away. He's a bro and he treats them like a bro, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this one is on the plane.
Okay. Let's read a couple chats and I'll go over to that. There's Mandy Diff. Matt's checking in with Mandy Diff, and Matt, they're checking in with each other. There's the nerd. I hope you heard your nerd call. We called you and she came, Bobby Nick. There she is. She was in the chat early. Yeah. Hoya the Space Nerd from Matt. Space Nerd says, well, it's morning, grabbing coffee, feeding dogs, no more 1099s, no more phone calls.
Nice.
A little till your next hookup over there. But yeah, yesterday was the deadline, folks, for Space Nerd and everybody. It was April 15th here in the States. So that's the tax time where you either had to have your taxes filed and postmarked by midnight or have your extension in by midnight. So she's kind of done with that, 1099s and all that stuff, and back in the vibe. We wish you success in finding your next job that won't interfere with listening to the vibe. Hoya Matt from Space Nerd. What are you going to know from Space Nerd? The lovely Stacey Allen checks in and says, Hoya. In and out of meetings. In and out of meetings. Hopefully I don't miss juicy man meat. Well, Stacey, I will push that into probably the last hour of the show to give you an idea of when it might be. It might be like between 2 and 3, but maybe 2:30. We'll see. Skull says Bones to Space Nerd and Matt. Bones, Space Nerd and Matt. Bones to Mandy Diff from Skull. Tits McGee, I almost rode a moose, checks in on a Wednesday and says, Hoya to the chat family. Still 6 inches of snow left. Feeling so unwell.
Oh.
I'm so grateful to have you guys to listen to, but come on, we'll warm you up. Don't look out that window. Don't look out that door. Get a warm cup of cocoa. Nuzzle around BF Live. We got you covered. Tits McGee checking in. Matt checks in with Skull, says Skull in 666. Just Bart says hey to Peacunt and good afternoon. Peacunt shouts out Tits McGee with the Hoya as we almost get into the bottom of the opening chat family check-in. Skull says Bones to Just Bart. Good to hear you're doing well, sir. Brian Kowalczyk, bro, checks in on Wackago Wednesday and gives the nerd call to the lovely Space Nerd. Space Nerd looks lovely back at that. Hell, you Just Bart from Reenie. Hoya to BK from Space Nerd. Trigger My checks in and says, BF, will you be my Valentine? Oh, crap, wrong holiday. No, it's just tax day. We got Easter coming up on 420. I'll be your 420 buddy. Let's go. That's this Sunday, Easter coming up. Oh. Yes, that's right. Gonna have more than green grass in your baskets. Did I miss you, Tits McGee? I almost rode a moose. Sorry about that, says Reenie. Perry emojis are being utilized by Skull, which indicates to me that you helped me out by being a member here monthly on the Vibe. Thank you, being a member. Trigger gets the shout out love from Reenie. Brian Kowalczyk gets the Hoya from Peacunt. Reverend Wild Bill says, I'm back. And you know who was here the whole time. Never left. Tan Mom never leaves, but thank you, Wild Bill, for coming back. Hey, Brian from Reenie. Trigger gets the shout out love from Peacunt. Wild Bill, the Reverend Wild Bill, Hoya from, or WB and the Reverend Wild Bill, Hoya from Reenie. Reverend Wild Bill to Cal number 2 from Peacunt. Reenie Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Peacunt to Cal number 1 from the Reverend Wild Bill. Mikey Tumels checking in. He's sliding in, and he don't need one. He needs 2 of them. So come on, Mikey. Here's one. Oh, there we go. Turn up a little bit. He needs to hear that milk. Sliding in fashionably late. Good morning, people. Party people. Seeing Andrew's trip made me think they should be required to do 1 trip a year for people in group homes. It wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Here's another. Now that you brought Andrew up again, let me show you the next vid that I have that Bobby Nick shared with me.
We are officially sailing above the clouds. How do you feel?
A little nauseated.
Handling it well.
It can do that to you. That's awesome, man. Vinny, that's cool.
Yeah,
looks like they might have had him like red. Yes, what do you got?
Apparently, he puked on takeoff. Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wow. I got to say that I can't blame my boy. I've never actually hurled Bobby Nick, but you do get those kind of feelings, and you get plus with anxiety, probably don't take much to push you over the edge. I recommend Dramamine. It kind of helps me. And me, Bob, I learned to I try to shut down when I get on a plane. Like I just try to put like some music in my ear and like not pay attention to my surroundings and just try to almost like just hope that it goes as routine as it does when I'm not on the plane, Bob, is kind of my take on airplanes. Yeah. That is so cool. Like everything is new to him, like airports and just the whole thing, man. It's just all new to him. But I think it's good. And I saw him, I imagine he probably did get some good sleep last night, though. I hope he did.
I hope so, too.
Pecan shouts out Mikey Two Milks with the Hoya. The Reverend Wild Bill says, Tits McGee, I almost rode a moose. Hoya to you. Hi, Mikey from Reenie. Hi, Mikey from Reenie. Brian is throwing out all the love for everybody. Brian Kowalczyk Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Reverend and Pecan getting the love from Brian right back. What's it Reenie got to going out here? Is that a medal or something? What is that award? Is that an award? Very tiny to me. It's very tiny. We got Space Nerd getting the Hoya of the Reverend Wild Bill. We got the Tax Man from the Reverend Wild Bill. Chris to the Pop to the Key checks in on a Wednesday and says, if you say nerd 3 times in a row into a mirror, she appears. Well, apparently it worked because she's here. How you doing, Popkey? Hello, LOL Chris from Reenie. Skull gets the Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Chris to the Popkey from Pecunt Hoya. P to the Cunt from Popkey. Bones to the Reverend Wild Bill from Skull. Happy 420 coming up this Sunday. Popkey says, we have 15 more days before the government rapes us in Canada. Is end of April your tax time up there in Canada, Bob?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I think.
Well, maybe he'll be getting raped in another way by the government in Canada. How you doing,
Yeah,
Popkey?
I'm not sure.
Reenie gets a shout out from Mikey Two Milks. Hey, Reenie from Brian Kowalczyk. 2 milks are being put up by Reenie. Just a guess says 18, but you're number 1. Checking in on the vibe as 26 of you are in here. I'm literally near the bottom of the opening chat family check-in. I'm going to slide over to my news desk, and we're going to start out with a celebrity death report, and we're going to do the not-so-serious news. Stick around for the midday. Reenie says, if you look up the definition of above and beyond, there would be a pic of Vinny there. I'll give you applause on that one. Vinny, yes. Yeah. And you would think that, Reenie, if it was talking about just him being a nurse, but he's gone beyond that. He is a bro, and he really cares about Andrew's well-being, about his emotions, and actually getting him there, and how he actually felt about it. He's more than a patient to him, and we always could sense that from Vinny. My parents, says Popkey, my parents owned a couple of bowling alley that I worked at when I was a kid. It was always a fun day when they brought the group home retarded kids to bowl. They were a hoot. Holy shit. So did you have to put up the rails, Popkey? Was that your job? You had to go around the bowling net, put up the rails. It's that day, guys. Come on. Oh, shit. There you go. There's Andrew bowling one of Popkey's lanes right there. That's awesome, man. I do believe that they should get out. It wasn't for a while, Bobby Nick, that we kind of figured out that other than going to Andrew's program, if it wasn't for that, he really wasn't going outside or being mobilized a whole lot.
Not at all. Not at all. Yeah.
He'd go from eating and sleeping. He'd go out in the living quarter area and then come back. Yep. So if it wasn't for going for that program, and then the times that Bone Loads got involved and some local family got involved when he and Shayna were getting together, that was really due to the podcast. I think that kind of motivated that, Bobby Nick.
Yeah. Yeah.
A bunch of airplane wimps. I used to jump out of perfectly good airplanes and had no choice in the matter. Yeah, well, that was a whole different thing there. Can you imagine that, seeing Andrew coming down in his wheelchair and his chair just like kind of bobbling back and forth on a parachute? We need that.
I mean, we got the next best thing on the video that I got shared backstage.
Okay, well, here we go. Bobby Nick is
this is the best one. This is the best one.
Oh, so you're getting a promise from Bobby Nick. So this is our boy Andrew's adventure. Continue.
We're flying.
That's it. That's all he needed to see. We're flying. Vinny cut it off after that. He knew he had all he needed, right? We're flying. Now it looks like they almost put him in that front row, maybe where in the front of the plane, because at some point, the first row only has a wall in front of it. You don't have the next row of seats in front of you. I don't know if that's the case or not, but it looks like he has that open access like you would if you were in that part of the plane, Bob. Let me see. And I heard it was 2 hours and 15 minutes approximately that he was on the plane.
Something like that, yeah.
Hey, and this ain't nothing new, Matt. Andrew ratted out Vinny for a dab pen that he hit him years ago. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do I have on here? If I can look it up real quick. If I have under Andrew. Let's see what comes in when I type in Andrew while we continue on here. Because I had some of those videos. Hoya to the Rev from Chris Popke. Did he really, Matt? Yes, he did. Yeah, where did he take him one time? Vinny took him out for something. And Vinny let him like take a little hits off the pen while they were out of the place and all. And then it was like a big giggle. It was like a big deal when they came back. Did he not take him to a ball game?
I think he had it. He had it for him while he was in the place. Like
okay.
And he was giving him hits off of it every once in a while. But yeah, then that's the first thing that Andrew told his grandma about Vinny. You know,
but right, rather than just he's not even smart enough just not to say anything. It's like his guilt gets the best of him or something like that, and he has to he's got to fess up like instantly for grandma or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, Tracy's checking in, longtime chat family and friend, and she says, "I love that Bones went and visited him. That was some of the greatest stuff."
Yeah,
I'm trying to.
That was awesome.
I don't have them in their own folder. Let's see my videos. Look in here and just type in Andrew. Let's see what we get. I got Andrew sleeping. Oh, I do got some. I got the Andrew and Bone Load. So this is where we live some of this too. So Andrew, Bone Loads flew to him from California. He flew to Wisconsin where Andrew used to be and took him to a Milwaukee Brewers game. You talk about chat family, man. There's no better sign than that. What a solid bro. I mean, what a great thing that Andrew did for him. So we have some similar videos. I got those sleep videos too. Let's look at Andrew. Since you brought it up there, Tracy, and for the people that haven't seen this is more of Andrew on the go. Let me that was in shit, where's that at? I gotta find it this way. Gotta find it a certain way. You know that, Bobby. Let me see. Video file. Let me go to here. Let me type in Andrew again. W, and I will show you. Here we go. This is Andrew and Bone Loads when he went from California. Picked him up.
What up, guys?
What up?
We are here in the van.
And we're queer.
We're queer.
Before we drive, because I'll need like the phone for directions. But yeah, here we are. We are officially in the van. He is in. He's locked in, ready to go. We're gonna go to lunch, which we'll get video of at this place on the river.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Nice scenery, hopefully.
Thanks, Rini.
Then we're gonna hang for a little bit, and then we're gonna go to the game. But we are in business. We're all ready to go. How you feeling?
Good.
Hell yeah. Cool. Good stuff. All right.
That's chat family, folks. That's community, man. That's people that don't just come on the air and say shit just because they want to look good in the moment. They actually follow through and stuff. So shout out to Bone Loads and to Vinny, man. We're very fortunate that we kind of know these guys and that Andrew knows these guys. Hi, Pete Hunt and Rini from Tracy. Let's see, Stormy checks in as the chat jumped. I'm going to let you know. Oh, it jumped again. Son of a bitch. There we go. Let's try it again for a third time. There's Stormy checking in. Shout out to all the supporters and donors that helped with the plane tickets, including Vinny's. Also, for the donations for the trip in the past when Bone Loads went and visited Andrew, which I just showed you. Once again, if you guys need any more proof about this chat family and community that it's good or maybe better than some of your regular family, no other proof than what we're showing you right here, right now.
No shit. You got every time we need something, these guys kill it, man.
They do. Awesome people. Andrew is a tattletale, says Popke. Patrick Belmar checks in. Is it Belmar or Mari? It's Belmar. Bones up to you, my PCL friend. We'll get into having some. Why don't we play a little Perry song and get a little rhythm going here? Because it should be something Perry going on tonight. So let's get into a little Perry of Death. Let's set a vibe here on a Wednesday. Stormy gets the Hoya from Pecan. Space Chief 75 checks in and says, I finally made it. Hello to everybody. Rini shouts out Stormy and says, Stormy, is there a way to get money to Vinny? A lot of people are interested in helping Vinny out. I saw Terry and others asking if Vinny has a Venmo or anything, Bobby Nick. I never saw the answer.
No,
I never saw the answer though.
That's the thing. Vinny doesn't want no help. We told him, man, you're gonna be there for another few days, you know, you're gonna need some money for something. Like, no, I got it all covered.
That's amazing, man. I mean, I saw many people asking, and Rini's still asking. And once again, there's no more. He's not fronting or anything. He's just that guy. Peacunt says Patrick Belmar Hoya. Matt shouts out Space Chief 75. Hey to Peacunt from Patrick. Peacunt shouts out to Space Chief. Hey Hoya, Patrick from Rini. Stormy says, Rini, I'm trying to get him to give me information to allow us to. As Bobby Nick just indicated, he's kind of resisting that.
He doesn't want any help.
Space Chief 75.
He's that much of a stand-up dude. You know,
he really is. He really is. I always like checking in. There's the Master of the Skies acknowledgement from Popkey for Space Chief 75. Everyone pitched in for the specialized van to get Bones and Andrew to the Brewer Stadium. Yeah, that's what Tony just said, man. And I have another one of those videos. Let me show you a little bit of that since we're having fun. We're doing travel time with Andrew and everything. We're talking about all of Andrew's fun travels. Let me go to my video file again. I will type in Andrew again. Doesn't make you do it every time. ANDREW. And this one is Andrew and Bone Loads number 2. And I actually got some video of them like partaking, like having some beer and shit.
We're here at the game, waiting to get in the parking lot.
Look at that on his head. Bone Loads.
So yeah, we're here at the game. Let's go! So, yeah, a little traffic, but that's all right. We're trying to BS our way into handicap parking. Wish us luck.
Fuck yeah, Andrew. Bone Loads figured all this shit out by himself, man. Made his way from Cali to hook up our boy Andrew right there. Let me see.
That was crazy. Like, you know, it was $500 to rent that van, and everybody knocked that goal out of the fucking park quickly. Like,
this community is great, man.
It was
Always
like,
here when you need them.
Shit, I couldn't believe it.
This is number 3.
Yeah.
This is them going into the park.
Oh, we're heading into the game now. Let's go. We got a VIP power chair access.
That's what was funny about that is that Bone Loads said, yeah, he played it up a little bit. And like, yeah, if he could get him in a little faster or get him to access to something, Bone Loads had no shame in his game.
Yeah.
There you go. There's another video right there. Now I'm going to show you. Take some of these out from backstage. Now I'm going to show you a video of Andrew actually imbibing at this very same video game, this ball game, when he went with our boy Bone Loads, who came in from the West Coast and snatched Andrew up and took him to a Milwaukee's Brewer game last season. Let me type this in again. And we're going to go. This is Andrew chugging now. It came down to it. Andrew had to have some beer at the game. There you go.
Chug.
He's drinking out of a straw. It gets you fucked up. There you go. Bones and Vinny are good guys, says Jerry Lahane.
Yeah, they really are.
Hey, Jerry. Awesome shit. We got the Da in there. We got Jay coming in with the Perry emojis. Fantastic. Andrew Floridian. Hoya to Space Chief from JA. How about gift cards for Vinny? I don't think he'll want anything. I'm trying to figure out a way to give him something anyways. Says Stormy.
we got to cram something down his throat.
Oh, that sounds like a soundbite right there.
Hello, Frisco.
I'm late but not gay. Hello, everyone, says my boy Blood checking in. What up, Blood? What's good? Blood, if you're kind of interconnected with all of our interconnected chat family, Andrew, we're talking about how we're happy for him that he made it to Florida, man. And we're actually recalling when our other West Coast bro, Bone Loads, came to Wisconsin and took Andrew to the Milwaukee Brew. I wonder if he's going to be a Devil Rays fan now, Bobby Nick, that he's in Florida, if he's going to change affiliations. I have to ask Andrew about that.
I don't think he is. Maybe over time, but I don't know. I think
he'll just add it.
I think he's a Brewers dude.
He'll add it. He'll have to have the team color, the home thing going on.
Man.
But yeah, we'll have to get Andrew. I think he'll go be available some daytime times maybe. So maybe we can get Andrew on here and kind of fit in a little sports heads kind of episode in the middle of BF Live. Maybe we can do it all together. I keep missing Popkey's chats. Got to change my settings. Vinny said is a carpenter now, living his life like the best one I've heard of. There you go. He's like Jesus. He's a carpenter. Says, yeah. he's like Jesus. He's a carpenter and helping out souls. There you go. I got that, Foggy. There he goes. Oh, thank you. Greenie, a gift card might be a possibility. Yeah, if you shove it down his throat. If you get an address out of him, because I've done that in the past, Bob. You get those Visa gift cards that people can spend anywhere. That's a good way. And you can do it digitally too. You can send them through email. Terry says handicap access is awesome. Your cousin Chris. F the Brewer says, Matt, you better get that past that to Andrew with that. Awesomeness of Andrew, says Mandy Dev. Good to Stormy, says Reenie. J.A. gets the love from Space G75. There's FJM, say I be late, but never fear, the calcified kid is here. Space Chief says, sorry I missed someone. I don't know why I'm not seeing some of you. Yeah, I don't know. All these settings in this YouTube, and I had problems. Let's not talk about technical problems. I saw that. The Bones guy has a nice soul, for sure. Beautiful. That's great, Blood. I'm glad you saw that. Good afternoon, everybody from FJM. Are you on live chat, Space Chief 75? Yeah, there's live chat and there's top chat when you're on your chat here on YouTube. And you can watch this show today on YouTube, on Rumble, and on Facebook. Could you hook a brother up with a like, share, subscribe, wherever you might be enjoying this show from today? I'm getting ready to get to the news, but the chat family check-in is going so well, and we're having so much fun reliving all of these great moments for Andrew, our boy. We're so happy for our boy, Andrew. For the full Florida experience, Andrew has to go to Disney, Universal, and score some meth. Well, there you go. I did hear him say, he's like, it might sound corny or get whatever, but he does want to go to Disney, and I can't blame him, man. I can't blame him. That's awesome. I hope he gets there. Let's see. Stormy says, because I can communicate with Andrew's grandma, I think I can arrange something for Vinny. I'll have a plan soon.
Right on.
And I just kind of added that because I can hear Stormy. She's like, there's no way you're going to stop me from getting something to you one way or the other, either directly or through grandma. Grandma's going to put something going to happen. But yeah, good things should happen for good people. Awesome, Stormy. So happy you connected with her. And with that chat right there from the lovely Reenie, I say we get on with the show and keep on having fun. That wasn't nothing but the opening chat family check-in. Hell, come on, folks. Let's get on with the show.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, that is what we do here. This is the midday hangout, the middle of the day, right in the middle of the week. This is the vibe. This is our bubble of positive vibes from the outside world, and you can see we're having a success doing just that. Those videos were so much fun to watch, Bob. Even the Bone Loads videos again.
Yeah,
I'm happy to be happy for a bro, man. Happy for a bro. But
yeah.
But just like everything else in life, there's serious aspects of life too. So I'm going to slide over to my news desk, and I'm going to start off this newscast with something that it's a part of life that we can't avoid, and that's a celebrity death report, because we had a very famous celebrity death. So it's about the time to slide over to the desk. I'm going to start the Vibe Not So Serious News, but it will begin with a celebrity death report. This is the Vibe Not So Serious News. That's right, folks. I'm over here in my spacious news studio. I'm going to bring you some light news stories. You know where to get all the serious news, but this is the Vibe Not So Serious News. But like I said, death is undefeated. It's something that we all deal with. It's the great equalizer. So we start off this broadcast, this news, with a celebrity death report.
BF Live, Celebrity Death, Marriage, and Divorce Report. They lived, they loved, they died.
That's right, folks, and I will let you know that today's Celebrity Death Report, Bobby Nick, I want to know if this reached to you, because this involves a game show host in the United States. Game show host Wink Martindale, known for Tic-Tac-Doe, High Rollers, and Gambit, has died at the age of 81, Bobby Nick. Were you familiar with the name or the game show host Wink Martindale, buddy? Does that mean anything in Canada?
It honestly doesn't.
Okay, well, this dude,
not to me.
Okay, but I love comparing this, because I don't always like assuming and then you sitting there going, what are you talking about, BF? So I always like getting the Canadian perspective from my friend Bobby Nick. But this dude, he lived to be 91, and he was a hella famous a game show host here in the States, Bob. And I'll read a little some interesting stuff about him. Wink Martindale, the game show host known for the helming the Tic-Tac-Doe, High Rollers, and Gambit, has died at the age of 91. A spokesperson for Martindale's family revealed that the beloved TV personality died Tuesday in Rancho Mirage, California, Deadline reported. Fox News also confirmed that Martindale's passing. I was hoping it was Rancho Cucamonga, because I never get a chance to say Cucamonga enough, Bobby Nick. But no, it was Rancho Mirage. The game show host was surrounded by family and his beloved wife of 49 years, Sandra Martindale, the spokesperson said. A cause of death was not given. I'm going to say it was being 91 years old. Yeah. But let me show you a little reel right here. And these are some game shows that were really famous. Tic-Tac-Doe was this dice game. It was really famous here in the States. So this is for all my people that in the know. Or if you're not, you're going to find out right now. Celebrity game show host Wink Martindale, dead at the age of 91. Here's a little reel of some of his game shows.
Your host, Wink Martindale. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Gambit. Here we are, ready to do our number again.
Okay, so is this in the 70s?
Yeah, well, he was 91, Bob. Yeah, it certainly looks like it, doesn't it?
Fan. I can hardly wait to
70s, 80s, 90s, absolutely.
Former big leaguer.
That's right.
He even formed a production company for a while, and he got the licensing rights for a couple of games, and he did a version of a Trivial Pursuit game show, I understand, as well.
Steve Dunning, he's a right-handed pitcher in the 70s.
Yes,
well, we got to show him now. He's in the audience, right, Kim?
No, I'm afraid not.
Oh, no, I wanted to meet him. Oh. Norman Mailer's first novel was published when he was a mere 23 years of age. Was it called The Naked Lunch, The Naked and the Dead, or Never Trust a Naked Bus Driver? Don't laugh at me. I'm just reading it here. The Naked and the Dead.
We'll be back next time with 3 more big spenders like him, and we'll do our best to help get them out of... Yeah, Wink Martindale. Have a happy, everybody.
So there you go. That was some examples of the game shows that he was.
Yeah, I just want to say to Popke that no, I don't know when taxes are due, because I get them done as soon as possible.
I saw what he said. Popke says, we had Wink in Canada. Bobby Nick doesn't even know when tax day is.
Yeah, I don't care about when tax day is. I get them done as soon as I can get them done.
There you go, Popke.
I got them done. I got them done months ago.
Damn.
Popke.
Show you, Canadian friend. Space Nerd says, I figured he was all dead, this is one of them guys. I did the same thing, Space Nerd. I told my wife, I'm like, I kind of thought this guy was already dead. But yes, Bobby. Yes, Bobby. That's a Wendy thing. Yeah, Wink in Canada. Rest in peace, Wink Martindale, from our friend P. Cunt. Yes, Bobby. Wink wasn't walking any red carpets lately, Space Nerd. Terry Nee says, as a kid, I learned to count cards watching that show. So there you go. Hey, Dang Lizard checking in. What's up, Dang? Nice hearing from you through email this morning. Thank you for your email comments today and what you let me know about that. Hoya from the Dang Lizard checking in from across the pond, everybody. We are the vibe and we are worldwide. Hoya the Dang from Space Nerd. Dang gets the love from Reenie. Head Chunk checks in. Wait a minute. Plus I saw, I want to say, headshot. There you go. Did I get to it yet? I want to say I saw Jay Wheaton check in too. What's up, Jay Wheaton? Let me find that. Thank you for checking on some of my videos online and on YouTube here and commenting on them. He's got the smoke and the puffing and the passing. Come on, man. Jay, I went out this morning, Bobby Nick. I did the rare thing. I made the rare pre-show outing of my house, but I had to get some errands done, and you know one of my errands was that I had to go to the dispensary. So there you go.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, Bobby friend, it's snowing here. I'm gonna blame Tits McGee. I'm gonna blame Tits McGee for that one. She's been talking about all this goddamn snow. Now it's snowing here. Thanks, Tits.
Yeah, we got to think warm thoughts so she can melt that shit. No more snow for you guys up there in Canada. It is April. We got to get you to May and June so you have your one good month of summer. I'm surprised in that era all those people weren't smoking. Yeah, that used to be the case for some of these game shows where the host or whoever, they would just casually smoke if they were a smoker. Space Nerd shouts out Bobby Nick. Is a CPA's dream, says Space Nerd. Having your stuff in nice and early. You probably got all your papers and all. She would love to have you as a client.
Hell yeah.
I hope all is well with you, Reenie, says FJM. Hoya to FJM from the Nerd. Dang Lizard gets the Hoya from Peak Hunt. Peak Hunt gets the shout out love from FJM. I'm good, Reenie. I'm good, FJM, says Reenie. Nerd gets the shout out love from FJM. Head Chunk gets the Hoya from Peak Hunt. Peak Hunt, good afternoon, right back from Head Chunk. Jay Wheaton is a goober, says Peak Hunt. Well, I appreciate Jay Wheaton not only for being here, but for being a bro and checking in over there on the YouTube and leaving a nice comment, because all that stuff helps the algorithm. I know you love me, but go ahead and give these like, share, subscribe, and if you don't mind commenting, it all helps keep me kind of out in front. So I really appreciate everybody. As we, I guess we kind of wrap that up. So yes, today we had kind of announced that dead at the age of 91, Wink Martindale. Now let's get on with the regular news, but that was the Celebrity Death Report.
BF Live, Celebrity Death, Marriage, and Divorce Report. They lived, they loved, they died.
You know, in researching that, I probably could have went a couple different ways with that because I learned some interesting things about that guy. Apparently he worked in a radio station that was near where Elvis recorded his first song. He was a radio intern, a young DJ, a young reporter, and he was somehow involved. He knew of the people that had Elvis, and they knew about the buzz of Elvis Presley. I see all kind of things happening on my screen that it shouldn't be happening. But the long story short, Bobby Nick, is that he had to trick Elvis into a radio interview, buddy. This guy, Wink Martindale. Yeah, before he was even a famous artist. It was like back in 1956, I want to say. He worked for this radio station. Elvis was supposed to go and be interviewed by this very popular disc jockey, but Elvis had terrible stage fright, Bob, and he chickened out and he wouldn't go.
Yeah.
So
those stories.
Did you hear this kind of story? And then his mother and father actually took Elvis down to the studio the next day and kind of had a conversation with this guy, and they tricked Elvis and told him that it wasn't live, that it wasn't really live, when yet it was.
Okay.
And Elvis found out after the fact, and he said, it's a good thing you didn't tell me because he would have locked up and froze. So I thought that was an interesting story about that guy, Wink Martindale, as well, is that he had an early interview with Elvis, and he had to trick him into going on the radio. All right. Well, let's continue on now with the regular Vibe Not So Serious news. I'm always on here looking for stuff and looking for articles and things to play, Bob. I'm thinking you might remember this story too, and many of us will. Many years ago, there was a young kid that went viral for always going outside every morning and he was fascinated with the trash trucks, Bob. They kind of dumped the trash. Young boy, he would go out and greet the trash man every day. Do you remember seeing that clip online years ago? You might have.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe I might remember. Let's see.
Well, let's get into it. This might help you. Watch this boy share a parting gift with his friend, the garbage truck driver. So this young kid went viral many years ago. You're going to see the difference how old he is now. He was a young kid, like many young boys are, young kids. They're fascinated with delivery men and garbage men, and so he was fascinated with the process of the truck that comes out and picks up the cans. So he would always go out and interact with the trash man. Well, in this story, a sweet friendship between a 9-year-old boy and a sanitation worker came to an emotional end in Florida. Oh, that's where Andrew is. Noah Kerrigan has always been fascinated by trucks, so when the garbage truck came by his house on its weekly collection route, he would always be there to greet the driver. For years, every Tuesday, he would run outside and wave to the garbage man. The garbage man always waved back, honked the horn, and acknowledged him, said Noah's mom, Catherine Kerrigan. Noah and the driver were friends for 4 years, but sadly, nothing lasts forever. And when a new waste management company took over the garbage man's route, it meant his latest visit with Noah will be his last. So here you go, I'm going to show it to you right now. So yeah, this kid was just kind of viral. He kind of went out there every day, and this is him young, and then you're going to see him old now. Now he's going to say goodbye to his favorite trash man. So there you go. I thought that was a good story. I kind of remember that story, Bob, so that's why I followed up with it. I do kind of remember seeing that kid years ago.
That's interesting. I don't remember seeing that kid, but yeah, that is pretty interesting.
It's like a feel-good story, if you will, Bob.
Yeah.
Let me see. Maybe I'm an overprotective father, but I'm not letting my kids have relationships with the garbage man. That is true.
Yeah, it does. It does seem kind of weird.
I'm gonna show me how to. I'll show you how to work the levers, if you know what I'm saying, there, boy. Come out, it's in my cockpit. All right. SN Space Nerd. Oh, what a cute kiddo. I remember that from back in the day, and kind of thinking, yeah, you let your kid out there near the trash truck and all. In this next story, I kind of, I appreciate you being here, but remember probably last year, Scott came to the show when he saw that picture of an albino deer in the wild, Bobby Nick.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Well, I wish he was here because I have another albino animal story. This story involves a rare albino squirrel, and it was spotted on a golf course. I didn't even know they existed until I saw this report, Bob. You can see the video running in the corner right here in the upper corner of my screen. It's literally a light-colored albino squirrel, and I'm going to read you about it and how rare they are. Because I believe it says it right there at the top of the article. We researched Scott's thing, and we determined that only 1 in 30,000 deer are albino deer. Well, in this story, in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, a rare albino squirrel was spotted on a golf course. In a 1 in 100,000 chance, they got the comma wrong, a white albino squirrel was spotted on the Prairie Green Golf Course in Sioux Falls. There's a picture of it in a tree. It just looks like a white rat, if you will. The squirrel, who was named Q-Tip by Sioux Falls Parks and Recreation staff, was seen camping out in the trees and grounds on the course. Kilo Land photographer Kevin Kurgard captured his escapades. The public is reminded that Prairie Green is a golf course and not a park. People need to be mindful and respect the course. The golfers and the squirrel, says in the article. Kilo Land's Summer Raidershet, what a name, brings the full story Wednesday night in Kilo Land News. So there you go. So I don't know how often you're going to see that, but there's a rare sighting of an albino squirrel, 1 in 100,000. I've never seen an albino squirrel, Bobby Nick.
No.
I didn't
ever even knew there was such a thing, Bobby Brand.
Did not either until I did this. I had an albino family living near me once, says Terry Name. Okay.
Have you ever seen an albino human?
Oh, yeah, Edgar Winter.
In real life? In real life, though? In real life?
Yeah, occasionally. Because I'll see somebody and I go, oh, shit, that's Edgar Winter over there. Well, I see one, I have seen one or two out in public, Bob, and it is a little disconcerting because, they're looking white and they're really not even witnessed one? Wow.
No.
We got the rare albino human being. Yeah, and some of them have like weird eye color and everything goes on. They got weird color shit going on. That deer was by my grandma's house, said Stormy. I remember that whole incident there, Stormy. And I believe was it you that gave that picture to your dad, or was it Scott? I remember somehow you guys.
Yeah, I can't remember how.
My dogs are going crazy listening to this story. Are they? We'll see what they think about this. We'll do that. We got. How about this one? Or do they like Taiwanese? There you go. Non-camo squirrel. The Hawks will get him. The Hawks were going to get him. That could be true. Yeah, he got no camo, got no natural kind of ability to hide or anything, right? Like, I'm gonna eat ya. I'm going to eat you. I see you right there, squirrel. All mammals can be albino. The more you know. From our friend, Chris Popke. Weird, wild stuff. I did not know that. There used to be an albino squirrel in D.C. and a black squirrel at DuPont Circle. Says FJM. Space Chief 75 says, I would have named that squirrel Cocaine. Probably why I'll never be hired there. Hey, the cocaine squirrel. Terry Nee says, Bobby Nick just said I had an albino family living near me. Oh, I thought you said that, Terry Nee. You said that, Bobby Nick?
No.
He said. Oh, he said you said it. Bobby Nick just said I had an albino. I said it. I had an albino girl in my class. She had crazy red eyes. Wow, can you imagine that? Like all the fairness and then the white. They must have crazy red eyes.
Yeah,
Matt says, BF, I posted an albino peacock I spotted in the BF Live section of the 100 Proof Discord. I'll go there right
shit. Now. An albino peacock. What the
Hey, we're talking albino talk here on The Vibe today. Like I said, you never know what's going to happen on The Vibe until you show up. And who knew it was going to be Again. This is our boy Matt checking in. Phones up to my boy Matt. Here we go. From Matt. Albino peacock. There you go. I've never even seen that, Bobby Nick. Well, turns out Chris Popke's right.
What in the fuck?
There's albinos
No
everything.
shit.
What the fuck? They're not chickens. Oh, I don't have a peacock sound. Okay. Let me see. Let me see the next picture. Let me back up off of it. Oh, damn. That is awesome, bro.
What the hell?
Everybody, send us your best albino pet pic in the chat here, right here on BF Live on Discord, and we'll play them here on the Vibe. It's Albino Pet Day on the Vibe. Look at
He's
that.
just walking across the street like it's nobody's fucking business.
Why did the albino peacock cross
Across the road? Yeah.
Get the other side. There you go. He following that one. Looks like they're a group right there. So there you go.
Yeah.
That regular peacock ain't racist. Like, I don't care what color you got. You don't have to be. Uh-oh, it's breaking poos. Hang on, everybody. Here we go. I didn't get to make the bumper yet, but that sound can only mean one thing. I believe Widow Killer dubbed this breaking poos. Breaking poos means that the one and only Wendy Pack just sent the first, hopefully the first and only poop pick of the day to Bobby Nick. Bobby, describe it, please.
Oh, my God. I mean, I don't know what she's been eating, but she's got the shit. It's just like a pile of dung. Like almost looks like, one of them elephant shits. God damn. It is very light. It was very light brown. Very light brown. Once again, mostly not in the water. So I don't know what she's doing.
Then you got to do that extra flushing to try to get them to stick in. Then they're a sticker. They're a pot sticker is what you're saying. She sent you a pot stickers. There
That's
you
what
go.
it looks like it's going to result in, yeah.
That was Breaking Poos right here on an exclusive right here on the Vibe, because who else would want to do this story or could do this story? The Breaking Poos. That is Wendy Pack, the one and only Wendy Pack from the Howard Stern Show. For no good reason, or just for shits and giggles, literally shits and giggles, she sends Bobby Nick her daily poop pick of the day. So, and Bobby describes it right here on the Vibe. There you go. Breaking Poos. Tyranny says, yep, the doorbell did it with the dog. Yes, I gave him the picture. He had been seeing the deer around and was talking about the show. Thank you for connecting my brain cells, storming it. There you go. Matt says the albino peacock is really pretty. Dang Lizard says in Germany we used to dot instead of comma and vice versa. So 100,000 would be right. I saw it written somewhere else, Dang Lizard. That should have been 100,000. We don't always put the zeros on the end of our 100,000. We're not always that proper here in the States, but every three numbers is what we was kind of taught. Every 3, 3, 3. That's the more you know from me. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. They said the black squirrel was a Russian squirrel. Dead serious. Wow. The Russian squirrel. Widow Killer does check in and says, do albino Levy horses exist? I don't know. What do you think, Bob? I didn't say it. Oh, Widow Killer said that. Albino Levy horses. I ain't never seen albino horse head. Widow Killer checks in and says, fucking commie squirrel, the Russian squirrel. Patrick Belmar says, nights in albino horses never, nights in albino horses, never reaching the end. Hopes that I've written. There you go, Al. He's got that sing-songy way about him, too. Crazy, says our friend P. Cunt. I posted a gif of an albino giraffe, Widow Killer. You bullshitting. Picture it didn't happen. Matt says, Space Nerd, my neighborhood is full of peacocks. That's the first albino I've seen. Terry says, lift your shirt, Bobby Nick. Your skin is probably albino. From Like a Sunlight. Popke says some birds and some reptiles can also be albino. I think I have seen that. It's due to a recessive gene that stops producing melatonin. Oh my, he's a melatonin. Thank you for Chris Popke. There's another more, I always say that if you're not careful, you just may learn something before you're done on any episode of The Vibe. That's right. Production of melanin. Oh my, melanin sibilance. Already, Wendy, the poop pic says P. Cunt. Albino poop? Was it? Oh, that would be, man, if she had that albino poop. I think Perry takes those albino poops, Bobby Nick, because it's got to be like chalk, because all he does is take Tums.
Shut the fuck up.
Right.
That's all you do is take Tums. You like shit calcium logs, bro. That's got to be albino poop. Maybe we'll find out tonight if we join for Perry Caravella Live. Already FJM, the calcified kid. This is the least her third shit of the day, says Popke. Holy shit. Game idea, match the poop to the food that it came from, says our friend Tits McGee.
Oh my God.
Well, we always have compared, like, because a lot of times Bobby Nick is on the air with her the night before, and so he kind of knows what might be coming the next day, or he can go, well, what was she eating yesterday online? But yeah, rarely do they match, I guess. I'm glad Wendy doesn't send me those pics, says P. Cunt. Well, I know Chris Popke and others have asked for them in the chat. I've also seen that. Those sick son of a bitches. Garody to the max, says Space Nerd. Bobby Nick is not only a Canadian hero, he's a hero to all of us for looking at those Wendy pics. I saw a video with an albino gator one time. Well, I don't need to know your sexual preferences. That's okay. I've seen an albino alligator or was a crocodile. Pretty interesting. Rini says, hello to anyone I missed in the chat. Busy at the moment. Missing a lot of chat. That's okay. I bet it can. Has Granny ever had sex with an albino gator?
Probably.
I'll have to check in with him later. So curious. Put him up, Bobby Nick. Okay, let's go on my next story. I didn't know. So I think, let me check the Discord one more time and make sure there's no more albino stuff in my chat. It's albino talk here on The Vibe as we're right in the middle of the not so serious news. And I continue on with said news with my next story. Bobby Nick, this story is going to put me and many of us to shame, my friend. Really? So I will include myself right away. And this is amazing, and it really makes me think I got to step up my game a little bit. This story is about a woman celebrating her 100th birthday, shows off inspiring fitness skills with a 5-minute plank. So, you know, the plank is where you kind of get down on your elbows and you just keep your body rigid. That's what a plank is, right, Bobby Nick? Watch this woman. She's 100 years old and can do a plank for 5 minutes. On Bayshore, Long Island, a woman from Long Island is celebrating her 100th birthday. But even more impressive than that milestone, she can do things that many 20-year-olds can't manage. A typical aerobics fitness class is anything but typical for Geraldine Jerry Leo. April 11th is my 100th birthday, she said. It's not just her high-tempo, pristine hearing and hand-eye and foot coordination. At this Great South Bay YMCA in Bayshore, Long Island, it's the ability of this great-grandmother to do a 5-minute plank. The class quits at 2 minutes, but not Leo. She comfortably holds steady until 3. Her impressive stamina and form were carried out just 3 days before her 100th birthday. She's a strong woman, said Great South Bay YMCA Health and Wellness Director Despina Tendarino. Group fitness instructor Elizabeth Grant says Leo's plank is really unbelievable. I'm going to show it to you right here, guys. We don't need to keep reading that. We know it's great. Let's check this out. Don't put us to shame.
Who is celebrating her 100th birthday. But that is not the only reason that we want you to meet Jerry Leo. You see, she can do something many 20-year-olds can't manage. I can't manage it. Eyewitness News reporter Shantae Lance has more.
Sashay, Shantae.
A typical aerobics fitness class is anything but.
You better
Just
work,
ask Geraldine
bitch.
Jerry Leo.
Shantae.
April 11th is my 100th birthday.
It's not just her high
100,
tempo,
Bobby.
pristine hearing,
Damn.
and hand, eye, and foot coordination.
I think I started bricked up a little early, guys.
It's this moment.
Oh, look at that ass in the back.
The
Oh, shit.
ability of his great-grandmother to do a 5-minute plank.
Good Lord.
We timed it.
He's planking.
The class quitting at 2
You're not wrong, Widow Killer.
You're not
She looks younger than Bob and Perry.
Hold steady until 3.
You have a lot of energy.
Well,
What a show off. This nerd.
I love it.
Her impressive stamina and form were carried out just 3 days before her 100th birthday.
She's a strong woman. Her plank is just really unbelievable.
She definitely puts some of the quest to shame, including me.
He is.
Her form is beautiful.
I bet Shatner couldn't do this, though.
And she can teach people how to do it the right way.
Which is exactly what she did with me.
Be comfortable.
Okay.
Okay.
Poppy wants to
and-
know
Why
if
not?
you hit that.
Yeah, and-
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
Stay there. The Y has been a big part of my life.
Which started because of her late
Electric
husband,
Gino.
Dominic, who encouraged them to join the Y when it opened back in 1991.
Jerry is an inspiration to everyone who meets her.
I tell her all the time. She's my hero.
Today, the centenarian shares her secret to longevity.
Be consistent. Be positive.
Fuck yeah. You heard her.
Moving.
Be positive.
Whatever. That's very important.
And it's not just aerobics. Jerry also takes a weightlifting TRX class on Fridays. But this week, for her birthday, both the Y and the mayor of Babylon are celebrating her. In Bayshore, Shantae Lands, Channel 7.
Sashay, Shantae. You go ahead, Shantae. There you go. The 100-year-old planker. Wow.
I have a hard time getting off. I have a hard time getting off the fucking floor when I get on the floor. You know, never
Getting
mind.
off the floor, getting out the chair, getting off the toilet. Yeah, man. We struggle with the real shit. It's a birthday scam, says Electric Head Gino. Electric Gino. Electric Gino. Dang Lizard checks in and says it's all the adrenochrome. Oh my God, in her diet. Adrenochrome. Adrenochrome? Yes. She has NG. She has lots of NG. She has 100-year-old NG. She looks like my mom, rest in peace, says Terry Nee. How's her Wi-Fi? Asking for a friend. Asking for a friend. Sure you are. Sure you are. Of course she does. I won't make it to 100, says Nerd. Patrick Belmar says, Buff Granny's right up Perry's alley. You're not wrong about that. Let's see. The reporter needs to hit some squats her damn self, says Popke. Well, Grandma tried to get her involved there in a little bit. A good avatar name, the mayor of Babylon, says the king, says Terry Nee. I'm getting a robot body and will live forever, says Space Chief 75. Nerd has always says consistently that her body already feels like it's 80 because I think when you say that you kind of overdid it when you were younger with the working out and then the marathons and things of this nature, you understand? I have another story for you, and I want to discuss this one at length, guys, because it's worth discussing, Bobby Nick. I want to know, it's kind of like a morality thing, or kind of possibly, in my next story on the Vibe Not So Serious News. You know, a lot of times when you go to restaurants, they'll like acknowledge your birthday or something if you tell them it's your birthday or anniversary, right, Bob?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
They do, and do the stupid singing and all that stuff in some of the lesser restaurants. This looks like a classier restaurant. So something went down in this restaurant. A husband, he did a fake proposal to his wife at a restaurant to get free drinks, sparking a fierce debate, Bobby Nick.
Oh.
So they understand that apparently the word is out that if you go to this restaurant and you propose to use that place to do your proposal, hey, they'll give everybody the drinks, right? It's a whole, we're going to feel good. We're going to do a thing, right? So this guy faked it. You know, this couple's already married and they just kind of faked it. So I want to read you the story and then I want to find out in the chat if people think that if this is a good thing to do or a bad thing to do because they kind of made a spectacle out of it. A couple said yes to fooling an entire restaurant full of people. On March 6th, Los Angeles, California resident Jayla Bumpus posted a video showing a trick she and her husband pulled at a restaurant located in the Moana Surfrider Resort in Honolulu, Hawaii. The now viral clip has sparked a fierce debate in the comments. So here it goes. It says, my husband fake proposed to get us free drinks last night. So here, I'll show you the proposal, and then I'll read some of these comments that's coming off of each one. So they're already a couple, Bobby. They might not, it might not be a real proposal, right? I mean, it's not a real proposal, but they're already married, essentially. So they get all the people involved and get them all excited about it, Bobby Nick. It says, my husband fake proposed to get us free drinks, she posted. In the 18-second video recorded by an onlooker, restaurant patrons excitedly watch Bumpus' husband get on one knee and propose to her. Cheering and clapping, whistling echo in a pillar-lined eatery as the couple gets up and twirls in a divine duplicitousness. They kiss, and no one is the wiser until she posted about it. So what do you think about this, Bobby? Because people are saying you steal from a restaurant you were at and you're proud enough of doing so to post it on X, and 347,000 people like the post. It's a sad commentary on a lot of levels. So what do you think about this, doing this for getting a free drink and causing this ruckus? You think it was a The non-issue, a terrible thing? What do you think, buddy?
I don't like it. I don't know. It seems it's cheating. It's cheating. It's
It's cheating a little bit.
Especially if you're gonna brag about it online. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's a little douchey. Now I have a whole pet peeve, Bobby Nick, about when I'm out at a restaurant. It's all well and good that it's your birthday and you came out at the restaurant, but every time the wait staff, I hear them in the distance going, happy birthday, da, 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 da. All I'm thinking is that's my waiter or waitress over there not bringing me my food. So I mean, it's all well and good that you go out and celebrate your birthday, but these people that need the serenading, bring me my fucking dinner, happy birthday to you, where is my beef stew? That's all I care about, fuck your birthday, whatever. But at any rate, so I'm not a big fan on the whole public spectacle thing, and I probably wouldn't even have clapped or paid attention, as I'd been like, whatever, just more people showing off in public again, Bobby Nick.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
This is why we can't have nice things, says Patrick Belmar. Articulate John says, that's greasy. Electric Head Gino says, restaurant had to know someone would do it. Space Chief says they've actually accomplished is ruining it for actual proposals. That's a very good point of view, because what if they stop this now? I knew it. I had a feeling. Thieves ruin nice gestures, Terry Nee agrees. This is something that Perry would do with Randy.
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't say it, but I don't disagree with it. Let me see. We got that. Let's keep going on what everybody says about that. Space Nerd's laughing, which is a good thing. Faking handicap became a big thing at Disney World. So much so, Terry Nee and Bobby Nick, that I understand that they've really reduced some of their qualifying conditions for handicaps because of the abuse of this, Bobby Nick. They have to be kind of like legit, registered. It can't be all this. I have anxiety about being around people, being in line, and all of this stuff. People were like really like beating the shit out of Disney for all of these special passes, special conditions. It's also in LA, not exactly the most honest place. Yeah, but that was actually, they said that was Honolulu, Hawaii, but maybe they do it in LA as well. But I just, like I said, I just want my food when I go out. I don't want to wait I'm not out there to partake in every little individual celebration that's going on in whatever place I am. And especially when it affects me getting my meal or stuff in a timely manner. I don't, just bring me my food. Let me see. Space Nerd says that I was proposed to at an Outback Steakhouse. Ooh, fancy. She says lame. That's lame. An indication of a failed marriage right off the bat, she says. You didn't pick up the signs. I wonder how he proposed to the other 5 wives that he had. Oh, my God. Well, maybe they were at, maybe they were McDonald's or other places. Let's see. Electric Head Gino says, I heard wrong. I'm so dumb. That's okay, Electric Head Gino. It happens, buddy. Brain cells are a limited thing. Nah. But it does look very LA, Electric Head Gino. It does. Like when you look at it, I thought the same thing. If they wouldn't have said Honolulu, Hawaii in this article, I would have thought the same thing. In the next comment, it says, LMAO, I love when people with the same sense of humor date. So there you have somebody that's kind of in favor. They give no fucks about it. Here's another article that says, LOL, before y'all start judging, have you ever faked a birthday to get a free dessert? No, I haven't. No, never faked anything to get a free anything. Yeah. Let me see. So there you go. So that was kind of the whole controversy of that one there, Bobby Nick. Was that a proper thing to do or not? Let's see.
I'm gonna go ahead there and say no. Nope, not a proper thing.
Popke says about Nerd's proposal, he put a bloomin' onion ring on your finger. If you like it, then you put a bloomin' ring on it. If you like it, then you better put a bloomin' onion ring on it. Articulate John says he hid the ring in the bloomin' onion. See, they're thinking the same thing. And Popke says, beat you to it, Articulate John. Great minds think alike right here on the Vibe. Bobby Nick, I know that you Saturday Night Live is so famous that, yes, I can probably say safely that you've heard of Saturday Night Live by this time, right?
Oh, yes, for sure.
I don't think they've had Saturday Night Live Canada edition. I grew up loving SCTV, and I made Take Off from the Great White North with Rush and all. I made that your opening for Bobby Nick's Canadian Corner here. Yeah. I love those, all those original 80s guys from like SCTV, John Candy, all of those guys.
Yeah, man. They were all really good.
That was the closest thing you had to SNL, and some might say it was even a little bit better than SNL.
Yeah.
Let's see. Terry Nee says Andrew is faking his stuff just so he can get preferential treatment. SCTV ruled, says yes, says our friend Chris Popke, man. They made it down to the States, and I love me some STV. That's where you got like early Martin Short, John Candy, many famous people with the Rick Moranis, and many other famous people came out of SCTV, the Saturday Night Live, if you will, of Canada, Second City TV, that whole thing. But I can't believe that they're actually trying this, Bobby Nick. They are actually going to attempt to have a UK Saturday Night Live, Bob.
Oh, no. Why?
Yes, now they said they have tried this in the past, but for more on any and all of this, I'm going to take you over to the Bikini Report right now, and she is going to tell you, she's one of our favorites, she's going to tell you about in 2026, we're going to see the launch of Saturday Night Live UK. Hey, Tia LaRose, why don't you tell us all about Saturday Night Live UK version? Go ahead, girl.
Soon be hearing live from London. It's Saturday night. It was recently announced that 2026 will see the launch of Saturday Night Live UK, complete with the familiar format and executive produced by Lorne Michaels. Now, it should be noted that the various international versions over the years have met with limited success, but the ones in Germany, Italy, and South Korea enjoyed fairly long runs. And given the comedic talent that's come out of the UK, it could be worth checking out. And yes, the fact we speak the language helps. It's also worth remembering that the UK once had an unofficial version of Saturday Night Live, running from 1985 to 88 with a brief resurrection in 96. Saturday Live did feature a number of notable names. Among them, Stephen Fry, Hugh Laurie, Tracy Ullman, and Craig Ferguson. So, just like with the original SNL, this could be a breeding ground for the stars of tomorrow. Do you think you'll watch Saturday Night Live UK? And when answering, let us know whether you're in the UK. See you in the comments, and be sure to follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
Well, I know that some viewers of The Vibe are in the UK because The Vibe right now is worldwide, Bobby. So I'm wondering how much success they're going to have with that.
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't even watch SNL America anymore. So
pretty much same, yeah.
You know?
I mean, they're too busy or too distracted or doing other things.
Yeah.
Did you watch SNL 50-year music special? Yeah, I did see a good bit of that Space Nerd. It was amazing.
That was good. That was good.
I did see parts of that. I have the all the musical acts from the 25th year, Bobby Nick, on DVD. They had like the whole box set of all the musical acts that had been on the first 25 years of SNL. And that's an amazing box set of great performances of artists from, all the way from the 70s on up. Yeah, that's a great box set that I have. SNL, the first 25 years, and now they're already up to 50. Andrea Martin is hilarious. She was a great female from that one. Andrea Martin's a second from Jerry Lahane, representing some of the women that came in there from SCTV. I gave oh, here we go. Did you watch SNL? I think we got all of those, and we did a Bikini Report. I'm going to wrap up this news segment right here, and now I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen for the rest of the show, because we're only really like halfway through done having fun. We're nowhere near done having fun. I'm just wrapping up now. Wrapping up the Vibe Not So Serious News. That's how we do it on the Vibe. See, I believe it's still possible to make news fun, and we can all have fun with it as a group. And I know that we're having a whole hell of a lot of fun, because my clock tells me that it's 1:31 where I'm coming to you from on the East Coast of the United States. This is BF Live, the Vibe Stream Show 288. It is Wednesday, April 16th. I hope you can hook up a brother with a like, share, subscribe. You are watching and are listening to the Vibe on YouTube, on Rumble, and on my Facebook. So if you can hook up a brother with a free like, share, subscribe, I certainly would appreciate it. At this halfway point through a 3-hour show, we like to take a piss break right now. It only takes 2.5 minutes, folks, but this is a good time for everybody to reset, pause for the cause. You can grab a drink, you can grab a smoke, grab a snack, grab some of your smoke or whatever you got, but definitely grab a friend and tell them nobody's having more fun than we do right here in the midday on the Vibe. And when we come back, we can get into the National Day calendar check with the National Day Hey Hey. I'm going to do your soulful horoscopes and rock you like a horoscope with some horoscope readings. And depending on what time we have left, we could get back into the Raleigh Martin whack package, where I take you back to the old stays of the Howard Stern Show and introduce you in length to some whack packers, the old kind of wacky people that were part of the Howard Stern antics back in those days. We can do that and so much more, but none of it's going to happen until I roll this 2.5 minute piss break, folks. So this is your time. The timer starts now, 2.5 minutes. Grab your drink, grab your smoke, grab your snack, grab whatever you need, grab a friend and tell them that we're having fun and we're doing it right here on The Vibe. And we're basically going to have a whole other show on the other side of this 2.5 minute piss break, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more fun right after this.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
Maybe I did, and maybe I enjoyed it. And it's all well and good because it's mine, and we're back from pee-pee touching and piss breaking. I'm here with my friend and co-host, Bobby Nick, and you are watching and or listening to The Vibe. Stream Show 288 is Wednesday, but it's not just any Wednesday, folks. It is, come on, it's Whack-A-Mole Wednesday. And I see some pretty colors coming up in the screen, helping me with Whack-A-Mole Wednesday right here on The Vibe. That's my little fun thing. That is way loud. There you go. Stop. I gotta be so loud. It's Whack-A-Mole Wednesday, folks. Thanks for everybody for helping me keep the vibe alive. I love and appreciate you all. Let's have some fun. We're going to do Rock You Like a Horoscope. We're going to check the National Day calendar because there's always wacky celebrations going on there. So we're going to check into that. Let me see if I have a video or two that I wanted to play for you. Hey, Bob, we've been talking about like Easter eggs and kind of we're preparing for 420 coming up this weekend, buddy. Like Easter on 420, right? Let me see.
Yeah, I mean, not a big deal to me, but I mean, I get it. I get it. You know,
well,
having another holiday fall on a 420 for
that makes it more interesting.
Probably like, yeah, look, yeah.
But it's funny that you say. What do you say that you don't really, you're not into it, you don't really care no more, or anything like that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, it's just not. It's not my bag, baby. You know.
Well, let me check out this video because for some people they don't exactly feel the way you do, Bobby Nick. Check out this video. You think you're too old for Easter, Bob?
So I'm leaving the house because my mom said that she doesn't fucking love me anymore.
That's not even what I said.
What'd you say?
I said you're too old for an Easter basket.
That's the same. fucking thing.
Can you believe that shit, Bob? A girl. So while you might not be attached to Easter and all that stuff still, apparently there's still some adults that are quite attached to it, Bobby Nick. Oh my goodness. So let's see. I'm gonna run that again. She like.
So I'm leaving the house because my mom said that she doesn't fucking love me anymore.
That's not even what I said.
What'd you say?
I said you're too old for an Easter basket.
That's the same fucking thing. So I'm leaving the house.
So Bob, some adults, maybe we're not into it so deep like she is. I think I see a peak on there. Thank you. Maybe we're not into it like she is, Bobby, but some people still go hard in the paint for look. Ha ha, says Electric Head Gino. Space Nerd says, it is. It's still real to me, damn it. Best Bart says, LOL, poor baby, not. By Rini. What'd you say? I'm going to acknowledge. Let me go up here because I got some pretty colors to acknowledge. We talked about Andrea Martin. We talked about, she got me hard with her characters. Space Chief 75 says, Okwa Tanzan Wan. And to that reply, I say in reply, Oni Seowan. We'll have to get into that later. Oni Seowan to you. Edith Prickly is a character name that, yes, that she did. That Andrea Martin did from SCTV. Thank you, Edith Prickly. Perini Scleroso. I'm not familiar with that one. DJ Electro Hack Ride Studio is very leaky, Dr. Leaky. Rini says, Jerry, when she did that character learning English with Catherine O'Hara, I was in tears. Another famous woman, Catherine O'Hara, who ended up being the mother in Kevin's mother in the Home Alone movies from SCTV. Yep. There you go. Another connection there. So many great people came out of that 80s era of SCTV. Patrick Belmar says, Benny Hill, best British comedy. Yes, I love me some Benny Hill, Bobby Nick. Back in those days, they would syndicate that shit from England very late at night on our UHF channels, those kind of side channels, Bobby Nick, and you would see a little titty or a little something on a woman you didn't normally see here in the States late at night, buddy.
Right.
Yeah. You knew he was like sexy and pervy and fun, man. And a lot of it was just that slapstick humor, like him going in a room, music playing, like it was a, the whole song and all. And it was all just like slapstick, like looking at boobies and waka 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 and all that stuff. It was just funny, kind of silly shit. I love me some Benny Hill back in the day. Absolutely, from back in the day. Here we go. We got like that kind of shit. I want to acknowledge my most generous friend, P Cunt, who's helping me with Whack-A-Goal Wednesday. We're trying to whack a goal out here today. It's kind of a once a week kind of fun way I try to come up with generating some money here on the Vibe. So thank you, generating some super chats. Thank you, P-Cunt, man, for everything. Puff, puff, pass chat, family. Tikal, well, let's go. Don't threaten me with a good time. I love my drinkers, but where's my smokers? Let's take a little partake of them right here at P-Cunt. Let's go. Thank you, P-Cunt. Thank you for the $2 and the recommendation. Gotta go. Bye for now, says Rini checking in. Bye, Rini. We got that from earlier. Let's see. Space Nerd's laughing. I didn't get anything for Easter after I was about 7, says Space Chief 75. And here's a grown-ass woman acting like that. This is going to be a great Easter. The wife and the kids are going to grandparents, and I'm playing 2 days of golf with my buddies. How did you pull that one off? Maybe Terry Nee can join you. You guys can hook up together. He's another golf guy. Sounds nice, Popkey. Enjoy that one. Partay. Stripes the movie, classic SCTV is what Terry Nee likes. I started watching like 11 to 12. That Benny Hill music applies to many aspects of my life. Yeah, you can it plays in your head when kind of crazy things are going on in your life, doesn't it? Kind of plays in your background. Sounds like BF was just happy to see a little nip. Yeah, man. When I was like a horny teenager, fuck yeah. I mean, we had the squiggly line, the sorted, we had that stored porn for a while, right? And so, yeah, anything kind of racy or sexy, man, definitely gets a young man's attention. Absolutely, FJM. I'm going pistol shopping this Easter weekend. Well, yeehaw! Well, ain't that some shit, Stacey Allen? Don't mess with Stacey Allen. Space Nerd says, as long as my grandparents were alive, I would get Easter stuff. I don't celebrate it, but I will for sure take a chocolate bunny from anybody that's offering it, says Space Nerd. Good way to spend Easter, Stacy, says Spacey75, getting that gun. Well, Stacey Allen. Yaggity Sax watch. That's right, that song was called Yaggity Sax. Thank you for that pull, Popky, right there. That Benny Hill song is called Yaggity Sax. The Sears catalog did it for me. So you're not wrong, Terry Nee, because as the bras got like less and less, Bobby Nick, them Sears catalog was giving us some shit. It slowly turned into Victoria's Secret kind of through, that was that first step right there, was that Sears and the Ward's catalogs. Space Nerd getting the nerd call from Stacey Allen. When you're the youngest, do you learn very quickly that they're all phony? You learn a lot. Yeah, I was the youngest of 5 FJM, so you learn a lot more quickly than maybe some kids that don't have 4 older siblings. Stacey Allen laughs with the Hoya from Peak Hunt. Hoya, the Peak Hunt right on back. And Jim is correcting his grammar as we're continuing on right here with the vibe. I was going to check the National Day calendar because it's Wednesday. And we're going to see what it is. It's Wednesday, April 16th. So I always like to frame the day. And at the beginning of the week, the middle of the week, which is Wednesday, and Fridays, we like to do this, the Soulful Horoscope Reading / Rock You Like a Horoscope, since I got that cool song from Chris Popke. So it's kind of a combo name segment, but I'm going to run my element. So that gives me just enough time to run over to my Soulful Horoscope Reading studio. But let me see. I'm going to the National Day calendar first. I'm getting all ahead of myself, Bobby Nick. Let's do the National. I was going to say. I'm old man. I'm like, I got 2 bits in my head, and I'm trying to do them both at the same time, Bobby Nick. But let's do one at a time. Let's check the National Day calendar with the National Day. Hey, hey.
3, 2, 1.
It is, Bobby Nick. I pulled that one little hit and it kind of messed my whole game up. plus I'm distracted.
Back on track now. Back on track now, Bobby.
I got it. Thank you. Yeah. Plus I'm distracted because I went to the store earlier, so I'm gonna be after the show. It's gonna be got something to look forward to. Yeah. Stacey Allen says, Terry Nee, were you checking out the men's tighty whities in that Sears catalog? He was buying all them Fruit of the Loom. He was looking at all them underwear with dick holes in them. That's all he was. Dick hole underwear. That's what he's looking through the catalog. Like, let me find them dick hole underwear in here. Dick hole underwear. There you go. Terry Nee looking for dick hole underwear. Well, while he's looking for dick hole underwear, we're going to go do the National Day Hey Hey. This is where we check the National Day calendar because we find that there's always these weird, wacky holidays on like the Today Show or in your morning news. There's always these wild holidays on the National Day calendar. So we check them here on the vibe right here with the National Day Hey Hey. Today is April 16th. It's Wednesday. National Pathway Day on April 16th on the national calendar. How about National Banana Day, Bobby Nick?
Whoa.
As well as National Bean Counter Day. And I think that's for bean counter is just a good old kind of colloquialism, if you will, a term for our accountant friends out there, like Space Nerd. How about National Orchid Day on April 16th? National Healthcare Decisions Day. I hope you don't wait just till one day a year to make healthcare decisions. How about National Wear Your Pajamas to Work Day, Stacey Allen? Or it's National Eggs Benedict. You Benedict. We got all of them today, Bobby Nick. We got a lot of them. Some days we only have 2 or 3 of them, but today we have many national days to go through. So let's check them. Let's do National Banana Day. And while we're thinking about bananas,
I've got enough bananas in my home.
But it's National Banana Day. You need more.
And another banana that I don't need?
You do need it. That's Banana Day.
I don't fucking need bananas.
How you going to celebrate National Banana Day?
Bananas, I don't want anymore.
He likes bananas and he likes 7-Up.
I enjoy bananas.
He enjoys bananas and we enjoy Perry. We'll see what's going on with Perry Caravella tonight. Maybe he needs to get more bananas because it's National Banana Day. On the 3rd Wednesday in April, take a bite out of the fruit. That also makes an excellent prop for jokes on National Banana Day. And you could probably use it for some other things, I'm thinking. The day focuses on the nutrition. Bobby Nick knew right where I went. The day focuses on the nutrition of the fruit as well as the way.
Oh, Bobby Tran froze the fuck up, guys. Holy shit.
Fuck. I look away and read the news and I'm freezing up. Son of a bitch. This happened to me yesterday. Apparently I'm a frozen banana today. Hi, folks. Your view is important to us here at The Vibe. I'm sorry that we had that little dip right here. I'm glad Bobby Nick stopped me from talking by letting me know, Bob, The BF is not here, but I think we're back sufficiently now, aren't we, Bobby Nick?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are, Bobby.
All right. Well, I was just getting into really enjoying reading about bananas because the day focuses on the nutrition of the fruit as well as the way comedy has used bananas in its act. This low-fat, low-calorie snack offers a boost of fiber, potassium, and vitamins, with B6 and C leading the way. It also provides a healthy gram of protein, too. Add a banana to your morning cereal or grab one with your granola. Bobby Nick, I don't think it's too much of a guess for you, buddy, knowing me as well as you do, that I don't fucks with bananas. How about you, my friend?
Well, I just deep throated a banana like 2 weeks ago on no filter. So, yeah.
Did you?
I did. I did. I was actually. Well, I had a banana, and I was on air. Why not? Why not make a fucking bit out of it?
Did Tyranny pay you to lick the tip of it?
No, nobody paid me a thing. But
you did it for free?
I was pretty proud of myself. I think if I was gay, I would be able to
Holy shit.
please a lover very, very sufficiently.
Oh my God! Well, there you go. Well, Bobby Nick got a whole lot more. Man, they couldn't even get you to eat avocado, but the banana.
Hello, Frisco.
Well, it's a good thing because it's National Banana Day, Bobby Nick. So have a banana. I don't fucks with bananas, but I know my family eats them and they slice them up in fruit. I mean, in the cereal and things of this nature. You understand?
Oh yeah, I love that. Bananas in some cereal, man. Ooh, Rice Krispies.
Really? You like that too?
I
Huh?
do it. Oh yeah.
There you go. Well, it sounds like it's your kind of day because it's National Banana Day on the National Day. Hey. On my next National Day check-in, today is also National Bean Counter Day. I'm sure that's just kind of really about the accountants. Shout out to Space Nerd and everybody that's out there. You made it over the finish line. You made it. You made it across the tax finish line. Today is your day. It's National Bean Counter Day. It's every accountant's favorite day of the year. After the flutter and flurry of preparing taxes right up until the stroke of midnight, these diligent number crunchers are well past due for a day off. The term bean counter hasn't always referred to our reliable accountants. Like many phrases, it was much more literal before it morphed into an idiom we use today. Not unlike meeting a customer at the deli or the fabric counter to complete their order, clerks must meet consumers at the bean counter. However, over time, the phrase became attributed to accountants who watched each and every penny or bean that went in and out of a business. So your day, it's your National Bean Counter Day.
There you go.
Oh, there goes my signal underwater again. I see Bobby Nick. Every time I turn my head.
Little bit.
That says we're doing it. We're having it. Terry Nee prefers National Bahamic Day. We're doing it. We're having it, says Matt. We're freezing up. Hoya to my chat family, says my big sister. Checking in.
Hope you're doing well, Kathy.
Hi, folks. Your view is important to us here on The Vibe. I wish it was as important as my internet provider. The signals dip periodically during the day. Please stick around. We're going to have more fun just as soon as the signal decides it wants to clear up. What's up, big sis? Like Bobby Nick says, we hope you're feeling better. I trust you can hear me better than you can see me. I'm going through. God damn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can actually. It goes in and out. I don't know.
I'm getting that low signal indicator right now.
Yeah. It's like. I think you're okay.
All right.
Audio wise, right now.
Now, this is National Wear Your Pajamas Work Day as well today, Bobby Nick.
Oh.
I don't know if you have to make this a thing or not. I mean, a lot of people work from home. You see all people wearing their best Walmart clothes when they go out to Walmart here in the States. They're wearing their best casual wear. And I know that it's kind of spread to work, but maybe this is like the day that it's actually allowed. Let me see. I'm hardwired. I'm hardwired all the way all my life, Stacey Allen. I'm hardwired the whole time, girl. Let's see. All right. Come on, signal. The fuck, man? I see it's still on the low indicator. Son of a bitch. What the fuck was all that noise? That's you remember this back in the day, FJM? Or maybe you don't. It's your telephone router. Yes, much better. Good. I'm glad everybody. Kathy says she's much better, and my signal comes back. So let's see. Exactly. That's right, buddy. I'm just playing it up a little bit. Well, look, this dude's got his pajamas on. National Wear Your Pajamas to Work Day. Each year on April 16th, National Wear Your Pajamas to Work Day allows us a reprieve after meeting a late night deadline, shoveling receipts, and adding columns to file our taxes. While some people call this day the best holiday of the year, it was created for fun. Wearing pajamas to work creates a laid-back and relaxed atmosphere, especially for those accountants, tax preparers, and last-minute filers. Wearing pajamas offers a little relief from the nail-biting and stress that often comes with filing taxes. The day helps us let go of the anxiety and offers a few more minutes of sleep to those who pushed the deadline to the limit. Bob, for whatever reason, buddy, maybe it's the era that I grew up in, buddy. I can't go. I don't like going out in my pajamas if I can avoid it. I don't do that.
No.
I like to at least look like that I've like kind of woke up and like kind of washed my ass or took care of myself or something, you know?
Right.
And then plus, if everybody's being so casual nowadays, I wonder if like it's probably a good thing for, like you said, accountants or people that have to wear like professional suits all the time. Let's see. Popke says, if I wore my pajamas to work, I would most likely be fired or arrested. Sounds like he Daffy Ducks or something, or maybe he just got the long shirt or whatever. Donald Duck in it. Donald Duck in it. My wife wore a Victoria's Closet outfit, and she got a raise. A Victoria's Secret. Okay. She got a raise. I hate that people wear sweats and pajamas in public. I could never do it, says Stacey Allen. Yeah, I see people doing it, but I just can't bring myself to do it. And you know, it bothers me even more, guys, when it comes, the more formal that the event should be, the more disturbing seeing someone in their pajamas is. Like if it becomes like a church event or a family event that really you should like have a little respect, that'll kind of irk me a little bit. But I don't want to say nothing. To each their own. Probably got plenty of raises that day. Hey. Happy to talk about the first thing that pops up over here. Do not tell Perry about this. He sleeps in the nude. That is true. Well, we see that on the executive level cameras.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, we see it, man. Tom lets us look at it. People on planes wearing PJs, like Andrew. Well, Andrew, he might have. You didn't say Andrew, but I saw. Oh yeah, so he's talking about it in general. I right away put it with Andrew yesterday, Bobby Nick. But no, Terry Need, right? This is another thing, because Terry probably remembers. I don't know. I don't quite remember this, Bobby Nick, but I know that my older relatives told me that used to get up dressed in dresses and suit and tie when they used to travel on airplanes, Bob.
Really?
Like you dressed formally, you dressed properly because you were getting on a damn airplane. And now we're down to what Terry Nee says, where people are just like in their pajamas and they're just ready to chill and be in their big slippers and all that stuff. So that's his little pet peeve right there. I don't even go outside to bring the garbage cans in until I'm dressed in regular clothes. There you go. There you go. That's how we do it here on The Vibe. Well, there we go. Did we get all the ones on the national? Why don't we check Eggs Benedict, Bob? Now, I believe Eggs Benedict is you Benedict. I think these eggs are kind of runny, if you ask me, buddy. But you're a runny egg fan, are you not?
I am.
I know you said you don't mind one on a burger, egg. Don't you?
Oh yeah, on a burger, whatever, man. I'll take it.
Well, this might be your kind of day because I think you poach them. Let's read about Eggs Benedict Day because it's the National Eggs Benedict Day on April 16th, and it celebrates a long-favored breakfast or brunch dish. Eggs Benedict consist of poached eggs with hollandaise sauce, hollandaise sauce, and Canadian bacon or ham or
ham. It's ham, God damn it,
Bob!
Ham.
I had no idea that was going to be part of that article. I didn't even know.
You set me up, BF.
No, I didn't. Don't do me like Jake. I didn't send you up. No, I didn't even know that meat was even involved. I thought it was strictly just runny eggs. There are two different stories as to how Eggs Benedict became to be. In 1894, stockbroker Lemuel Benedict ordered buttered toast, poached eggs, crisp bacon, and hollandaise sauce. at the Waldorf Hotel. They were so impressed with the dish that they put it on the menu, substituting ham and English muffins in place of bacon and toast. In the early 18th century, Pope Benedict XIII liked an egg dish so much that he requested it time and time again. Many believe that Pope Benedict XIII had an illness that added to his desire for this particular egg dish, hence the name Eggs Benedict. Well, whether you've been a dick or you've been nice, today is your day to try some Eggs Benedict, because it's Eggs Benedict Day, Bob. Yeah, so they're poached. Right. They're kind of like, not really cooked. It's more like they're steamed eggs, if you will, right?
Yeah, it's good that way.
Kind of gently cooked eggs. So let's see what people think about Eggs Benedict. Oh, yeah, to Kathy from my friend Space Nerd. They looked perfect, says FJM, who seems like a fan. Stacy's laughing. Annoyed group home supervisor who is so happy and present here now that Andrew is out of his home shows up in the chat and says, an enraged couple just moved into the room that the evil guy used to occupy. They are so sweet, but they have to add lotion to their private area of the woman. Damn,
oh, no. It sounds like Shayna and Jeffro showed up.
Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. I didn't know until that little clue right there, Bobby Nick. Thank you. So Shayna and Jeffro are now, wow. So it's going to be like Andrew's new room mates or something like that. Wow. FJM is laughing at the Canadian bacon. Poppy says, I had a poached egg on homemade bread this morning, and he says, that means it's good. Benedict, says JFK Head Chunk. Now, you're all right. We like you. Juggalo Culture checks in and says, I just moved and got temporary relief by our worker at our new place. Space Nerd says, Yum, Duke of the Dog Dick verse, simply the best. Jeffro and Shane is checking in saying, yay, we got a new place.
I knew it.
Damn.
I knew it. Yeah.
They didn't even let Andrew Stink get out of that room, and they always wanted that spot, Bobby Nick. I think they always wanted that.
They did.
So now they're going to be in there consummating their relationship in Andrew's old room.
Well, I mean, if Shayna's dry statch can get wet, I don't know.
If it gets wet enough.
Yeah.
And then what if Andrew walks in on him? Oh, shit. What are they doing? Hey, get out of Andrew's room. Don't be doing that. Be fucking in Andrew's room. He's barely been out of it for 24 hours, guys. Well, I think we touched on all of them. We got National Eggs Benedict Day, Wear Your Pajama Day, Healthcare Decision Day. You should be doing that every day. Orchid Just a Flower, Bean Counter Day, Banana Day. We did them all. I say we did all the ones worth reading. And while we get on to some more fun, that was just a little check of the National Day calendar with the National Day. Hey, hey.
3, 2, 1.
Fuck yeah, we're having it. We're living it. We're doing it right here in the middle of the day on Wednesday. This is the Vibe Stream Show 288. I'm sitting here with my bro, Bobby Nick, my bro and co-host Bobby Nick right here from the Great White North. You know where he's from. Eggs Benedict at Rusty Scupper's Sunday brunch. Yummy. Oh, did you have a mimosa with it too? Yeah, half a homo. Shayna's dried snatch checks in and says, I have been in a moisturizer cream bath all morning.
Wow.
Shayna's dried snatch also says the helper used her penis to do it, and I loved it. Wait a minute.
Oh.
You applied it with the penis? What is going on over there in Andrew's room already? Wow. Hey, Bob, did you happen to send the link to Andrew, or do you know if he's available? I mean, I'm sure if he was available, he would have been here.
Yeah, I did send him the link. I don't know.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. Why don't we're going to keep doing some stuff that we do here on the Vibe, and he's always welcome here. Scott's not joined us today, but he's here most days, and so maybe when he'll join us tomorrow, the next day, we'll go down in his hole again. We'll build up some videos and do that. He had the mimosas. He says, exactly, BF. You must have been there. Yes. Let me see. Does anybody else have to share their reclining chair with a 70-pound dog every time you go to recline? I bet that's a visual there, FJM. Y'all going way back together and with a 70-pound dog in your chair. My 60 to 70-pound dog is currently laying on the couch, patiently waiting for me for 3 o'clock to come. All right, calm down. With 3 o'clock, I told you. And yes, she's got a timer on her, Bobby Nick, as you well know. You always hear her jingle. My dog knows my timing. But I wonder if my dog knows. Do you know that it's that it is Wednesday, and on Wednesdays we do Soulful Horoscope Readings, dog? She's looking at me like, what are you fucking talking to me for? Well, I'm going to run my element, and that gives me just enough time to go in my horoscope reading studio, folks, because it's Wednesday, and this is the vibe. And on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we like to do soulful horoscope readings or rock you like a horoscope. These are your soulful horoscope readings. Come on.
Hey, are you feeling lost in search of life's answers? Well, search no further. This is BF's Soulful Horoscope Reading.
That's right, folks. I'm over here in my crystal balls in my horoscope reading studio. I am going to play my soulful horoscope music / porn music. You are going to go into the chat and put in your astrological signs, and don't use the actual signs. Type them out, because with the little emojis, I can't always make them out, and I will read your Wednesday soulful horoscope readings, or we're also calling this Rock You Like a Horoscope. Terry likes how I play the mouth guitar. Rock You Like a Horoscope. Let's do it. Here I am. I am here to give you your Wednesday Rock You Like a Horoscope soulful horoscope readings. So here they go. I go to the first one I notice in the chat. And let's see, she jumps between my legs, the damn thing, and like she's watching TV. There you go. It's the age of Aquarius for Peacunt. So I'm going to start with my friend Peacunt. This is for Peacunt, Josh in Tennessee, and all the Aquarii joining us today for Wednesday's Rock You Like a Horoscope soulful horoscope reading. Here you go, Peacunt. We're starting off with Aquarius. Today is a 9 out of 10 for my Aquarius friends. Send love letters, updates, and invitations, Aquarius.
Yeah.
It's easier to persuade, compromise, and reach consensus right now. Lines of communication will clarify for you with Mercury direct. Express creative possibilities. That is the first. That's for all my Aquarii. Aquarii for the straight guy. For my friend Peacunt and all the Aquarius, that's your soulful horoscope reading for Wednesday. FJM, the Calcify Kid, they are the best. Space Nerd checks in with the cusp, just like Mandy Doublediff, and she goes, Leo Virgo. This is for Space Nerd and all of the other Leos joining us today. This is your Wednesday soulful horoscope reading, or what we're also calling Today is a 9 out of 10 for my Leo friends. A travel or study dream seems within reach. A travel or a study dream. So you want to study something because it's within reach, Leo. Misunderstandings will clarify themselves naturally with this Mercury direct situation that's going on in the stars. Communication barriers will dissolve during this period. Open up some new dialogue and make a long distance connection. That is the first of 2. For the nerd, Space Nerd, as we move on, she's on the cusp, so she goes to Virgo. This is for myself. This is for Space Nerd, who's on the cusp, and any other Virgos out there, like Not the Bees 2098. This is the Virgo Wednesday Soulful Horoscope Reading. Today is a 7 out of 10 for myself and all my Virgo friends. Figure out my finances with my partner. Words, payments, and traffic are going to flow better with this whole Mercury direct period for 3 months. Discuss some shared goals, Virgo, and priorities, and have a great day. And those were 2 for my friend Space Nerd. As we move on, FJM gives the thumbs up. Exactly, Chief. RIP to Gabby. She is crazy, Space Nerd. I mean, nerd. Come on, where's my next one? 16 days to my birthday. Terry Nee told me. I thought you told me where it is. I'll find it. But this is for my friend Terry Nee and any other Taurus or Tauri joining us today. No one does it like the bull. So this is for all of my Taurus friends joining us today for our Rock You Like a Horoscope. Here you go, Terry. Today's a 9 out of 10 for my Taurus friends. Collaboration and communication flourish. Creative ideas blossom, Taurus, with Aries Mercury stationing direct. Imagine an inspiring possibility, Taurus. Craft your plans to realize a dream and share that dream. Terry Nee in the place to be. There's your Wednesday Soulful Horoscope reading, Rock You Like a Horoscope. Happy birthday upcoming to Terry Nee from Space Chief 75. Chief, yesterday, yes, today also. Oh, there's Scott checking in the chat. Cancer, my bro. Oh, and I see a dark screen backstage that I didn't notice. He's slowly coming in. I'm going to give him a minute. Here, I'll do this. I will pick the better of the two, Space Nerd. Well, that's the option that you get if you're on the cusp right here on the vibe. Yes, Terry Nee is excited because the one and only he's here. If he gives me a thumbs up, I'll bring him in. The one and only he's here, like Terry Nee requested and said it's Mr. Hall. Scott Fitzpatrick, the prop master.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Scott. How you doing, buddy?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
You know what we're doing. We're doing the horoscope readings, but man, we started off the show talking about how I was watching you guys last night on No Filter and how much fun it was seeing Andrew go to Florida, Scott.
Yeah. And the house he's in is awesome, man. It's like he's and the wonderment in his eyes, it's like he's seeing it. He's like a caveman that's been thawed out and seeing everything for the first time.
That's a great comparison, Scott. Yeah, and we even look back and I showed some of the videos of when Bone Loads came from California and took him to the ball game and all. So we did all that too, Scott.
Yep.
So we were just talking about. Go ahead.
I hope it all keeps being great for him down there.
Keep being
You don't run into any stupid problems, unpredictable problems or whatever. Everything's going great for him. It looks like he's happy as can be.
Yep, and Stormy was in the chat earlier, and we were just appreciative of everyone. We talked about how it really wouldn't have happened without this whole community we have right here, pitching in and everything. So we're just blessed to be part of all of this, and we were reflecting on that, buddy. And we're doing horoscopes right now. So
and somebody paying to help send Vinny down there with him and back was awesome.
And people want to give Vinny money, and we discussed how Vinny is kind of resisting that, but Stormy's going to find a way around it and get some money in it or gift cards or something in his hand through grandmom or something. Oh, Scott's already into the sody. Got the sody going.
It's the first one of the day. I just woke up. It's the first one of the day. The best one.
All right. Widow Killer says from his Soulful Horoscope reading, or his Rock You Like a Horoscope, that I guess it means I should text my brother and ask how the baby is doing. Well, there you go. Maybe if you get something good out of that, I hope you do. All of you are long distance connections to me, says Space Nerd, and she loves it. Aries and Libra comes in with Mandy Double Diff. Well, let's continue on. I'm sure people are saying hi, and we'll get to all of that. This is the first of two for Mandy, for Aries and Libra, because Mandy is on the cusp as well. So I spoil my people. Aries, this is your first one, Mandy. Aries today is an 8 out of 10. Study a fascinating subject, Aries. Your enthusiasm and curiosity are contagious, Mandy Diff. Dig into your research, because creative efforts will bear some fruit. Develop your ideas, Aries, and prepare your presentation. That's the first of two for Mandy Double Diff. And we call her Mandy Double Diff because she was like the first one to say, BF, I'm on the cusp. I got 2. Could you read Libra for me as well? Today's a 9 out of 10 for my Libra friends. You're especially creative, it says Libra. Communication barriers evaporate with this whole Mercury direct situation going on in the stars. So make some fun plans with your partner. The noise fades and you can hear each other again. That is for Mandy. That's her second of 2 for Mandy Double Diff. And for any Libras joining us today, that was your Libra Soulful Horoscope reading. We just rocked you. Here, I'm going to give you some of your acknowledgments, Scott, coming in. There's P-Cunt shouting you out.
P-Cunt.
Scott!
FJM shouts out a brother right there.
FGM.
There's Matt checking in, the prop masters. I'm sure the sector's secure.
Brother Matt.
Scott!
Scorpio for Stacey Allen. I'm actually on the cusp of Sagittarius as well. Well, you'll get that when I do Bobby Nix, because you know that Sagittarius is only a sign right here on the vibe. So I move on to Scorpio for my friend Chris to the pop to the key. Scorpio and Stacey Allen, this is your reading for today. Scorpio, my friends, today is a 9 out of 10. Conditions favor making money, Scorpio. Communication benefits your work and your health with this Mercury direct. Discuss moves before making them and advance faster with a coach. That's for my Scorpio friend, Chris Popke, Stacey Allen, and all of them joining us today. That was your Scorpio. I'm going to get the Sagittarius when I do Bobby, so hang on there, Chris Popke. Andrew's pool is greater than Bob's pool. What do you say about that, Bob Levy? I didn't say it, but I kind of agree with it. Yeah, Scott, it was so neat seeing, we were talking about how great of a dude Vinny is for doing this. And I was watching like the whole time I was around family last night. So I was looking in and out, and I saw the part where Vinny, like somebody said, push Andrew in the pool or something like that. Oh my God!
So he took him towards the pole.
He did, man. Like I'm like, Vinny, you're going too far for the joke, my friend. Because if you get that tire and those bricks on the edge of that pool, you might get to a point of no return, and you're gonna be like, oh fuck, you know?
Yeah.
But oh my God, so funny. He's such a great bro, and just treating him like a normal dude, man. And that's what's so makes everybody so happy about this. I think
that pool does kind of worry me because it does look like you could drive right off into it.
It does, Scott.
And it's kind of indoors even, and
well, yeah.
And I can just see Andrew don't have the most control of his wheelchair.
I know. I see him trying to get through the house.
Yeah, he's afraid he's gonna get a little squirrely and fall in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm definitely worried about that because when they were trying to get him up the ramp, I saw all of that stuff. I saw him like trying to get him up in the house and then navigate the halls and like Vinny was saying that like he's terrible. Even like out in the open, he couldn't manage to drive that thing straight.
Right, you can't.
Let's hope they don't run into any real Florida men, says our friend Chris Popke. Matt says, I see Prop Master moving in with Grandma and Andrew real soon. Good Wi-Fi down there.
They ain't gonna lie, Grandma was looking very spry.
Yes, he was.
Well, you're the second one because Terry Nee was in the chat saying last night if I wasn't married, and today he was in the chat saying just as much about Grandma.
She gets around pretty good, man. She ain't just a go Grandma.
What did he say? She was fit grandmom or something like Perry likes them.
Shut the fuck up.
You like older fit grandmoms. Nerd, BF, and I connected. What Pickle in DC? Actually, it was the third time we connected. Wait a minute. Son of a bitch. I gotta tell everything. Terry Nee, that sounds like an episode of Juicy Man Meat. Mandy's getting the hugs from FJM. Mandy's giving the love to Scott and FJM right there.
Mandy.
Andrew is going to jump the shark in his power chair. That would be funny. Yeah, look. He can do it. You can do it, Andrew. We just did it. Let's see. I continue on here with the vibe. I'm trying to get... What the hell was I doing? Let me see. I was into Soulful Horoscope Readings. So where am I at, folks? I'm all caught up. Did I get them all? How about this? I know my boy... Scott Fitzpatrick, he's a Cancer. I know I got to do Sagittarius too. Let me do that before Popke gets too far away because he was on the cusp. So I'm going to do Sagittarius next. This is for Bobby Nick. This is for Chris Popke and any other Sagittarius/Vegetarians that join us here on The Vibe. This is your Wednesday Soulful Horoscope Reading. All right, my Vegetarius friends, I will let you know that today is an 8 out of 10. Indulge in a personal passion, Vegetarius. It's easier to travel. Launch some creative or romantic projects. With this whole Mercury direct situation now, it says that you're especially persuasive, Sagittarius, so use your charm and your wit. There you go. Yeah. Oh, he simply says, hold my beer. Says FJM. Hold my beer. I'm going across the pool. Jump the shark. All right. Well, now I'm going to move on and do Cancer for my friend Scott Fitzpatrick, who's joined us here. I'm happy that you got up and joined us. Always good. Will give us a chance to maybe fall down your hole if we can fit that in. But until we fall in your hole or look in your hole, I'm going to read Cancer for Scott Fitzpatrick, for Brian Clauder, and all of the Cancer joining us here today for your... Today's a 9 out of 10 for my Cancer friend Scott.
Ooh.
It says, practice to build strength. Prepare for a professional test or a challenge. Communication channels at work will reopen with Mercury Direct. Your negotiations can advance you and sign those contracts. Sign contracts. Put it on the dotted line. That's for my friend Scott Fitzpatrick, Brian Clauder, and all of our Cancer friends joining us today. Let's see, Sack Squatch links are running. 100 Proof Podcast, where you'll find me tomorrow night with you know who is going to be, I'm going to be hanging out with tomorrow night.
Chris fucking Abel?
Yeah, Chris Abels, and we'll see how much he drank before we get to Replayables, which comes on at 10 p.m. East tomorrow night. It's one of my 2-show days. It's my only 2-show day of the week now. So it's Thursday nights at 10 p.m. East. We start on both 100 Proof Podcasting on both YouTube and Rumble, and then after 30 minutes, we go Rumble exclusive. I turn up the party tunes, and we turn up the videos. And you guys are crazier on Thursday nights than you are on Saturday nights. So if you want to have some middle of the week fun, tomorrow night, catch me and Chris Abels on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel for Replayables. Space Nerd has got the looks going on over here. Let's see, I read Virgo, I read Sagittarius, I read Cancer. Did I get anybody? Did I miss anybody in the chat? Because if not, I'm going to move on. But I think I got them all, folks. If I have to, I'll come back, I'll double back and read it. But I think I'm going to put a bow on this segment for today. We'll do them again on Friday because that's when we do them, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's where your soulful horoscope readings, or what Popkey kind of refers to us as the, I lost my song already. Like a horoscope. Planning. Like a horoscope. Planning. Or what was originally called your soulful horoscope reading.
Hey, are you feeling lost in search of life's answers? Well, search no further. This is BS Soulful Horoscope Reading.
At 18 minutes into hour number 3 of the Vibe. This is the Positive Vibe Show in the midday. This is the Vibe Stream Show 288. Now, I got both of my boys and co-hosts. Well, as soon as I said both of them, Bobby Nick slipped out, which I understand. He's been here with me the whole time. So maybe you got to do this and do that. I'll throw him backstage, and I'll bring him back when I got to, when we wants to. But Scott, yeah, man, with just so much, just the show started out with so much happiness for Andrew. That's all it was. And every time I think about his new situation, I'm really happy for Andrew.
Yeah, kind of makes you think maybe he should have got kicked out a long time ago, that other place.
Well, yeah, and we talked about this a couple weeks ago where you start seeing things for what they are, and you're like, oh, I think this is a kind of things happen for a reason kind of thing.
Yep, that's exactly what I've been thinking.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I can't even remember what it all is, but it's just like even before all this happens, he's kind of thinking about moving, and everything just kind of come together that says a person he needed to do this.
Yeah, and plus I think, he's that guy that he's been wanting this for a while, and he's put it out in the ether enough that it finally, maybe Andrew willed some of this to happen too, and maybe some of the things that he did, sometimes we don't always make the best decisions to get us out of our previous situation, and then when you get past it, you go, oh, now I can see why this series of events kind of occurred, Scott, right?
Yeah, and then he's got that ex-girlfriend always trying to poop on his parade.
Oh my God! I see in the chat that they're already up in his old room already.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Shayna and Jethro, they're already up in there. They're trying to stink up the place or whatever. They're trying to have sex in there, and it's a whole thing. Yeah. You don't want to know, but it's been barely 24 hours he's been out of there. But yeah, Jethro and Shayna are all up in Andrew's old. I think they wanted that place the whole time, Scott. They knew what they were doing. They wanted that whole studio the whole time. They wanted them Andrew Diggs. I think that's what it was all about. Well, why don't we do this? We could do a couple different things. We could, you ready to fall in your hole? You want to fall down your hole? Let's go Scott's hole.
Sure, we can do that.
All right, let's go in Scott's hole. Karen, he loves looking at your hole.
Yeah, I meet him there a lot.
So this is, let me find my little thing right here because I got a little special thing for it. Right past it. Scott's hole. Come on. I moved it up. I got a banner for your hole. Here we go. Scott's hole. There you go. I can even put a hole in it right there. So, all right. So Scott's hole is where we discuss like Scott's favorite kind of YouTubers, because like I always say when I set watching this stuff up is that Scott was a fan. That's how he kind of found us and everything, is that Scott was kind of into this. So he was already kind of going around and looking for like odd and crazy weird people. And then you kind of fell into podcasting and all. Maybe you got away from your old habits a little bit, but now that you've gotten used to this, you're kind of back into like looking for your favorite like locales and stuff, right?
Yep, that pretty well describes me to a T, man.
All right. I thought I was following the timeline pretty good. Like if it wasn't for your love of the podcast, you wouldn't even have found like the Levy-verse and found all of us on the old shows that we did. It's a whole thing. But now we're here, and now we're going to look at Scott's hole, because that's what we're doing. Hold on. That's right. You got to hold on, because FJM always wants to put the safety barriers up because he don't want any of us, the chat family, falling in the hole too much. Okay, he's ready. Spit on that thing, Jethro. That Shane has dried snatch checking in. He said, spit on that thing. Angry Iguana asks, is Chris Abels is still alive? Yes, Angry Iguana. He, like I said, he kind of shows up a little. I think he's already kind of, it's like showing up to a party and somebody's already been partying before you got there, Scott, sometimes with Chris. You know,
Yeah.
because I show up for replayables and he's like, hey, BF, how you doing?
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, shit. And so
I think
he has
Angry Iguana come out of hibernation. He's been gone a bit over the
yes,
winter.
it's good to see Angry Iguana back because now Angry Iguana I think likes it over there on Rumble where we go exclusively after the first half hour. And man, I'm having a lot of fun playing extended DJ sets. People are throwing requests out there. If songs are brought up spontaneous through the show, I throw them in there. So hang out with us tomorrow night on Replayables on 100 Proof Podcasting channel. The link is running in the chat. We're going to watch videos, drink, smoke, laugh, and joke, and hang out in the safety of our homes and try to get off the air in under 3 hours, Scott. That's always a challenge on Thursday nights.
Yeah, right.
Now, I've learned that Wednesday is my heavy prep day. Like, I do replayables tonight, and I can be in any bad condition when I get off of there. So I make sure that tomorrow's show, Thursday's show, or Friday's show, I'll get my days mixed up. Today's Wednesday. Tomorrow, I got to prep the show. I don't know. I got my days mixed up. I'll make sure that I'm ready for my Friday show after doing a Thursday replayables. So let's see. We're going to do that. Spit on that thing. Great timing. My dog literally digging a hole at the beach right now. Let's see. We're down in the hole. Rumble replayables is gold, says the Reverend Bob Levy. Quotes checking in. Another supportive dude. And multiple guests on the replayable show. Thank you, RBLQ. The Rev Bob Levy Quotes checks in. Yeah, for whatever reason, you don't feel inhibited because they don't really mess with you with like everything you play and throwing threatening emails back at you. You can have a lot of fun over on Rumble. So come and rumble with us tomorrow night. But not before we fall down Scott's hole. I'm buying some Beatbox. I'm trying to get Perry a drunk tomorrow. Was that little thing he was drinking with 11% alcohol? Was that the name of it, Matt? Yeah, he was drinking these little things, and they had 11% alcohol in them. And I don't even think he knew they had alcohol in them until Tom said, well, go grab one of those things and read the label for me, because Tom was picking up on something. So we'll have to see what's going on with Perry tonight. You guys can let me know in the chat if they've posted anything yet, because I haven't had a chance to check. But right now, we're going to fall down Scott's hole. Now, Scott, yeah, we've been discovering Skyrax. I got 3 Cyrax videos and 2 Tammy videos. What's on your mind?
The latest, the more recent Cyrex one that I sent to you with had the fight they were in it. Oh, I was just giving you a warning that they give me an age restriction on that. So if you play it and you don't want an age restriction,
I don't mind. I've got an age restriction on because we show juicy man meat here. So.
Okay.
But I appreciate those warnings, everybody, because somebody else gave me a content warning about something I played on a previous show too, and I always appreciate that. If there's any indication, I appreciate that. So thank you for the advanced words, Scott. Now, you talking about that one? You just had one in our messenger, I think.
The one where so that was the more recent Cyrex one I sent to you, where he had a bloody nose.
Oh yeah, where you said Showbiz Marty did his thing or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I got that one. I think
age restriction I got on that one.
Oh, that's the one you got. Oh, because it's violent. They don't like showing violence for the sake of showing violence.
It blows me away because, I mean, almost like 10 seconds after I posted it, boom, I got the age restriction. How fast they can find that blows my mind.
Yeah, I got a similar thing on a short that I tried to produce, Scott. As soon as it went through their processing system, it kicked it back to me like block, no, fuck, no, like block. Like, I mean, like that, I was getting those shitty emails in my box. So I know exactly what you mean on that. So I appreciate the warning. So, yeah, as long as it's not like an actual strike or anything, I'll be okay. But there's tons and tons of Cyrax body cam video. These poor police, man, you can think what police are, man, they're just other human beings too, and they got to deal with all these calls. So let's see how indifferent or caring they are on this particular call about Cyrax. You want to set this up, Scott, or should I just play it?
See, this one, yeah, notice when he's talking on this one, how the officers will ask him if he's been on the internet or social media, and he'll say no. Then they'll ask him another way, and he'll say, well, just today I was,
he's not even smart enough just to tell the truth and know when to lie or not to lie. So this is Scott. We're falling down Scott's hole. This is some of Scott's famous locales. And this isn't just brought here just because we're looking for quirky people to show. Scott really takes interest in these. He watches them for hours. He puts hours into this and cuts up shorts. And so we like to share them right here in Scott's hole. So this is a Cyrax video. And let's listen, like Scott said, to how Cyrax tries to claim that he wasn't really on the internet or involved in any of this until the cop asked the right way.
Stuff on YouTube?
No, why? What's going on?
Alright.
You live streaming right now or anything?
No,
Post a video today?
just today, but that was to tell the truth about some shit that's been going on with some people that started all this shit that's been going on with me for the last 6 years.
Scott, look at your editing ability with your little blip right there and a little X across the mouth, buddy. Is that built into that program?
Well, see, I'm trying to experiment too, 'cause I think cuss words might limit your algorithm too. So I've been trying to limit the cuss words to see if that kind of messes with it, because my Tammy videos went cold a little bit, and I thought maybe it's because of her potty mouth.
Yeah, and we have a video about Tammy's potty mouth when we get to your next favorite locale. But that was your boy here. Did I play all that? I played all that, right? So that's the first one.
Much all that, yeah.
So yeah, these poor police have to go and kind of deal with this guy and treat him like he's like a normal, like everyday dude. So
I found a bunch more police cam footage for the upcoming weeks too.
Awesome. All right. Well, then in this one, I was like turned off by this guy at first, Scott, because when you start putting him in our box, all you were fascinated with was his scalp and the grossness. And I'm not big on all the gross stuff, buddy, but he picks at his scalp a lot, does he not?
Yeah, I mean, now he says he's got whatever it is that makes your skin problem
or whatever,
something to that order. He says, but
AIDS.
But I'm pretty sure it's from bed bugs. He's got a very bad bed bug problem. He's got a bed bug jug of pesticide. He keeps buying him, and I'm pretty sure it's bed bug bites, is what everybody says.
Yikes,
and he's ate up with it, man. He's ate up with it. And sometimes you can. And this guy's pretty gross. I mean, sometimes he'll be talking. He's got slobber hanging out of his beard. He'll turn and he'll have bugs. You can see the bugs crawling on his clothes and stuff.
Yep. Or as FJ always says, Captain Caveman.
Skull Scratcher, somebody knows him. Skull knows him. Skull Scratcher comedy is what they call. He tried to be a comic, have a little comedy routine, and they call it Skull Scratcher comedy because he's always picking scabs on his skull.
Oh my God. Well, let's see. I think the Angry Iguana's in the chat, and the Angry Iguana must have drew out this dude because it's the one and only right here. He's gonna be on Replayables tomorrow night. There he is.
Chris fucking Abel?
Yeah, he's hanging out in the chat, and he says alopecia. It comes from alpacas. That's why I love llamas, because there's no such thing as llamapecia, right? That's my boy Chris Abels right here.
Chris fucking Abel?
Yeah, man, and you can see him. You can see him hanging out with Liz. Hopefully he won't get too much of a head start on us drinking or give Liz too much of a problem. But you have to tune in tomorrow prior to Replayables on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel. That's when they do Killing with the Abels. And that's when he and the lovely Mrs. Abels gets together and she attempts to tell her favorite true crime stories. And Chris interrupts her and teases her the entire time. And it can be a lot of fun. So go ahead and check that out tomorrow night before you watch us on Replayables. That is Killing with the Abels. True crime stories with a fun couple right there. Also on 100 Proof Podcasting channel. Chris Abels kisses the Angry Iguana. Is that right? So Chunkster checks in and says, well, all known fumigation only works. What's up? It's the Chunkster checking in.
Oh, he's talking about the bed bugs.
Yeah, and we talked about because Perry had to leave there a couple times for the bug bombs, right, Perry? You gross ass.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you're gross. You've had to bug bomb that place a couple, rather than just keep the place clean or whatever, he just lets the place get shitty, and every now and then he just throws a bug bomb in there, Scott. I guess so.
Right.
There you go. What's up, Chunkster? I see that somebody said in the chat that there will be a Perry tonight, but no theme has been decided. We know that he did cooking last week where he cooked the meatballs and the foreman and the spaghetti. I heard Tom say that he would like to do another gaming stream, but he don't know if he has the patience or if he can put that together as fast as he like. So you have to tune in tonight on Perry Caravella Live, PCL, right here on YouTube. Hair is stupid, says FJ, says RBLQ. BF and Scott, my bros, from Chris Abels checking in there, buddy.
Chris F. and Abels.
Chris F. and Abels. I see Electric Head Gino getting the Hoya and acknowledging the cunt. To Cal, Matt from Chris Abels. Chris Abels to Cal from RBLQ. RBLQ gets the Hoya right back in return from Chris. Spacey75 says, this is why I listen to Abels for all my science questions. Exactly. Chris Abels, Goonie Goo Goo, and to Cal from your bro P cunt. RBLQ plus from Skull says RBLQ, DNA, all that stuff, plus says Skull. Chris Abel says, not true BF, she interrupts my thoughts. Well, Chris, it's kind of her show, bro. You should never mind. Let me see. Nothing works. To Chris Abels from Space Nerd. Howdy, Pecan from Electric Head Gino. Chris Abel says, LMAO, thank you, Space Chief. And Goonie Goo Goo to Pecan. Skull says, Perry the Raid Master. Space Nerd gets the acknowledgement from Chris Abels. Popke says that's the great comedy rating you will experience on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel. Alpacas. I barely know ya. Alpaca. Let me see. Chris Abels is getting the love from Space Chief 75. Reverend Bob Levy quote says Skoll and Tikal. Team Homie says Space Nerd checking in. Yeah, Space Nerd, she watches and she sees what really goes on. Chris over there like doing his best. Let's watch our next body cam video. You got to tune in tomorrow night for that. Right now we're doing Cyrax. We're in Scott's hole, and this is cam video number 2, Scott.
Yeah, on this one, I tried to get them in. Oh, see, I think it's the right one. Is this the one with the police officer who looks at his scalp?
Let's see.
Easy to me. Because no normal person does this.
Aggressively normal, Scott, you put up there.
Yeah, normal persons. He's talking about normal people, but as he's talking to the police and itching his nuts.
You're being aggressively normal.
Yeah, I agree. I've never heard of that before.
What the fuck? He's playing pocket
It's definitely weird and bizarre.
Holy shit.
Well, I mean, yeah, it sounds like it's crazy to me. Because no normal person does this. That's I agree. I've never heard of that before.
It's
definitely weird and bizarre. I agree. Well, I mean, yeah, it sounds like it's crazy to me.
All right, there you go. There's number 2, and Scott said there's no less than like 122 of those videos. I think you said there was, Scott.
Oh, well, there's that 130, and then I found another batch, so I don't know how many there are.
And Scott is going into the long form videos of these Cyrax things and also posting them. So he's making shorts out of them. He's kind of digging this up for us again, so we can relive this. It was from a couple years ago, but we're older guys, so we like to catch on and share this stuff with you. Fight, the itchy and sketchy show, says Chris Abels. Yeah, bro.
The scalp that we was talking about on him, I don't know if did he get another Cyrax or no.
I got the last one where he gets whooped.
Okay, that's probably one of them. I can't remember if maybe I didn't send it to you. I'll send it to you for next show where the police Cyrax gets up close to the police officer with his phone showing him, and then the officer's eyes.
I want to say that you showed us that before because I do remember him kind of leaning and being uncomfortably close to the cop to where the cop got that shot off of him. So I want to say that we saw that, but we can always feature his scalp. I told you that's not my favorite part anyway. But so you showed us the videos of him going to court for getting in a confrontation, and we saw the porch confrontation with Music Biz Marty and him. They're taking bats from each other. He's like running off his porch with a bat. Well, apparently, I guess this is after that, Scott, maybe? He had another run-in with Marty?
Yeah, I'm going to put the whole chain of events together today on my channel, but this is from right after see, some video I haven't showed you guys yet is Music Biz Marty got a bread and breakfast by Cyrax's house.
Really?
So Cyrax walked over there and because they was going to fight, and there's video. It's all on video, man. Cyrax starts running towards Music Biz, and Music Biz just beat the shit out of him, man.
That's crazy. Well, we're going to watch this right here. But before we watch it real quick, let me go because now I see the message now. We got our boy. I didn't hear the noise, but he's back. It's Bobby Nick.
Right.
You're just in time. We're in Scott's hole, and we're watching the many videos of his friend Cyrax. And then we're gonna watch a couple Tammy videos. I'm about to kick my dog out for making all this damn noise.
Yeah, you know, I told Scott, I messaged him saying that he needs to wake up because we need his hole.
Okay, well there you go. Well, we got your hole. There you go. I didn't know you were part of that, but thank you. All right. We could have done it tomorrow either way, but I'm glad. I appreciate that. But now this is like an ultimate confrontation because I guess Music Big Marty it kind of went back and forth. You said this was like a bed and breakfast thing or something, and they got in the whole fight. But now here's Cyrax. He got messed up. Let's see how bad it is. Oh, let me give you some audio on
this. Is the one that got me the age restriction.
Okay. All right. I'll know that. Here we go.
I found out he was staying right over here. I went to go over there to ask him to, please leave, please stop stalking me, because he's been doing this for 7 years. I didn't even get 1 foot on the driveway, and he did this.
Holy shit! He was already fucked up, Scott, and he looked even more messed up. So you're literally saying that the length of trolling Cyrax went to people actually getting a room at the nearest bed and breakfast just so they could be in physical proximity with him.
Yeah. Marty's his ultimate troll, man. He's his stuttering John, and Cyrax is always wanting to fight him, so Music Biz went to fight him.
I can tell that Skoll knows about this guy OG style because he says Airbnb is less than a block away from Cyrax's place.
That was it.
So there you go. He knows a lot of these details about Cyrax. This is not appropriate for juicy man meat. Well, you should be grateful then that this is not the segment we're doing. We're currently doing Scott's Hole right here. Let's see.
On the ground, it was choking me out. It's on live stream.
It's on live stream.
It was.
Right in your eyes. Oh, you're fine.
Let me see your neck real quick.
Oh, I'm good. All here is good. But when he got me down, he has me like this on the back of my neck. And if you guys would like, I can show you where he's at if you'd like.
So this all precipitated the court case?
This
is before the court case.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
You want me to call you EMS? Get you checked out?
No, it's all.
This is all the shit that led up to them having a day in court, right?
Right.
You sure?
Yeah, it's just like.
So I'm sure Music Biz Marty had to get charged for this. This is definitely assault, bro.
Well, no, I take that back. This is a different time. I take it back. That time I went to court was for the baseball bat time. This is for just a fight, and nothing come of it. Nothing really come of it.
Wow. Well, we appreciate that, Skoll. I know my Cyrax lore because, we're a little later on things. We're a little late to the game, being some older dudes, and we know that a lot of this stuff goes viral. It comes and goes so quick. We don't always see everything that came and went viral. So we like picking our parts of the YouTube, and Scott likes to show you what the contents of his hole. Hit Cyrax with the Pyrex, says Chris Abels. Bro, he doesn't even look real, says Matt.
That's the thing that gets me about him, man. I can't stop. I just can't stop watching the guy, man. He's so unique looking. There's no one in the world looks like him.
And God, thank God for that. There you go, one more time.
I found out he was staying right over here. I went to go over there to ask him to, please leave, please stop stalking me, because he's been doing this for 7 years. I didn't even get
What's up, guys?
Hey, driveway. Hey, did this. And then he got me on the ground and was choking me out. It's
I like
on
how he
live
presented
stream.
it.
Yeah.
He did this to me.
You got me in a headlock. You see it?
Oh, I'm good. All here is
We
good.
go and take you where he lives.
He has me like this on the back of my neck. And if you guys would like, I can show you where he's at.
Please don't. There you go. We got that one. I accidentally clicked it, Scott, but that's. It looks like Cyrax might have hit the Pyrex, maybe hitting that bowl. But now your girl Tammy. Let's change it now to your other friend Tammy. How's she doing, man? I got 2 videos. Stay out of her face and talk, and 54 talk to her or something like that.
Yeah, Tammy's just being Tammy. It's always the same story on repeat with her. It's always they and never really. Everything's kind of vague. It's always they won't let her do this and they won't let her. They won't listen. They won't listen.
The old
it's all about the
proverbial
hemlock.
they.
It's all about the hemlock. Yep. It's all about the hemlock is poisoning people and no one will listen to. She's got the cure.
All right. Well, this one just says strictly just stay out of her face. So this must be people worried about what she's doing again and all that stuff. So let's see what Tammy's up to. We gotta stay out of her face.
FBI, I don't give a fuck. And how I act. Oh, don't act like that. They'll lock you. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. After what they've done to fucking people, they need to stay the flying fuck up out of my face. I know that. I'm so fucking mad about it.
Nice
Going back
note
through
there.
my videos, seeing how bad it really is, just blows my mind. The fucking cops, FBI, I don't give a fuck. And how I act. Oh, don't act like that. They'll lock you. Shut the fuck up.
Not going
Shut
anywhere
the
near
fuck
that
up. After
face.
what they've done to fucking people, they need to
I have
stay
a dream for you to
flying
shut the
out of
fuck
my face.
up.
I know that. I'm so fucking mad about it. Going back through my videos, seeing how bad
you were happy
it really
as shit
is,
to pulling on that
just blows my
nose pick,
mind.
weren't you?
Yeah, it's like because
God is getting some editing skills here.
I learned how to zoom in a little bit there.
So you use that was that shot cap or what do you call that cap?
I don't know what
cut?
it's called. I just stop it and
You
cap
use it.
cut for the app. Yeah, cap cut is what I use. I think.
Yeah, man. Got you doing your thing, man. Your shit looks good and professional. Now, in this one, Tammy, we can tell that she's a lady of some years.
Yeah.
And you were worried about her potty mouth. Well, she must have been worried about her potty mouth too, because that's what this one's called. This one's about being 54 and a potty mouth.
She's at a crossroads of her life.
Real, yeah, constantly probably.
I'm 54 fucking years old. I've busted my ass for people that didn't give a fuck about me. I found something that needs to be fucking addressed, and these motherfuckers need to fucking talk to me.
Nobody listening to her.
This is the stupidest thing. It blows my mind.
And I know, Scott, that you pulled out some shit on me and us, and that you had those videos of her at actual, like doing her best Alex Stein, prime time Alex Stein at like actual city council meetings and everything.
Yeah, she goes visit city councils. She'll bring presentations and stuff that just to explain the secret garden and the field of hemlock and its poison in America, and it just goes on and on. She's got the cure though. They just won't listen. They won't listen.
She kind of looks like Ozzy, says Spacey 75. That's a hard ass 54, says our friend Articulate John. Space Nerd says, I'm fit.
That's kind of why I put that one in there. Is just because I've said she's 54 in the past, but I didn't know if people believe me. I'm pretty sure she's telling the truth. Her body don't look as old as her head.
Oh, see, I reminded you of those council videos again because Scott got his first full body shots of his girl, Mrs. Hull, on these city council meetings, and Scott's keep carrying on about, her body ain't that bad, guys. We're like, really? You were like looking for a second in there, like, right, like, body ain't that bad. There you go. So he was liking them jeans.
I found like a school picture of her just because I wanted to see how, the aging process on her, and she didn't look too bad when she was a young woman.
That's right. You found that school age picture. I don't know if I ever pulled that.
Yeah.
Scott, I hope you offset this with porn.
Yeah,
watching
of course,
porn, maybe?
I do.
Porn, there you go. Well, maybe that is his porn. So Tunks is afraid that might be your porn. Let me go into BF Live, and now you threw that picture in there. Let's go back. That was like over the weekend or something, right? This picture. I'm like, I know Scott's deep in the hole because my boy found, when was this, Scott? Let's see. Your Cyrax numbers. Here it is, right here. Now, this is what I knew, Terry and everybody else, that Scott was like deep into Scott's hole right here because you saw the videos and the stuff that you can find kind of easily enough online. Well, check this out. Scott has school book pictures of Tammy.
Yeah, what the fuck?
See, you never look at that kid and think it'd grow up to be living in a truck and looking like she does now.
No, but you know what?
To live in a van down by the river.
You know what, though? I looked at that picture and I was like, I recognize that face.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fucking Tammy. That's gotta be.
Yep, that is. I no doubt about it. I'm like, oh my God, Scott is he's pulling school pictures. He's going a yearbook picturing. I got a scary ass Halloween mask in my closet. Looks just like her, and it glows. Scott is obsessed as Space Nerd. Look who's figuring out the show. Love is in the air. Everywhere Scott looks around. Love is in the air. She looks like she's from 1842. She used to go to the real schoolhouse. Electric Head Gino carrying a long gun and a leather jacket and a cowboy hat. Yeehaw! There you go.
She ain't got time for a boyfriend or nothing, a man in her life right now. She's trying to save the world, damn it.
Pistol picking mama, lay that pistol down. Lay them pistols down, babe. I still say Scott will tap that ass. Says our friend FJ.
She doesn't have time for me. She's saving the world.
No, yeah. I ain't got time, baby fucking.
Well, the sad reality of it all is the first day that Scott, went in her chat, he actually got himself blocked. He got himself
I've never
blocked,
talked to her again.
Yeah.
I even check from time to time. I'll say, am I blocked? And I guess I am.
Space Nerd says, I could tune out Tammy while I was at work, so I'm learning more about her than I care to. Well, we kind of are, Space Nerd, and I must say, this was a slow creep for me because when Scott first started, Tammy was Tammy. She's like Perry, so I kind of dug her from the start. She was kind of cool. But the whole Cyrax thing, he was hitting us with all the grossness and the weird and all that stuff. But I'm into all like these kind of the police videos and the whole just lack of understanding how like regular life works and kind of seeing how his family tree grew straight up rather than had branches on it and shit. So there's a lot to unpack on Cyrax, but let's see. Scott's going full stalker, says Popkey with the picture. She's just playing hard to get, says Articulate John. Well, there you go. I hope you had enough of that. We fell down Scott's hole. I think those were all the ones I had, Scott. I think I did. I think I played all the videos I had.
I've even got the coordinates to this field of hemlock, this poisonous hemlock that's growing, and I'm going to Google Earth and see if I can get a look at it.
Wow, you're you're getting like Terry knee. Playing hard to get. Scott with the gallons of hemlock Roundup. Going to kill that shit. You found the hemlock.
That's what I can do. I can get Terry Nee to use his services to help me find some of this stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you got coordinates, Terry Nee is the guy to go to because he always doxes you and tries to figure out where you're at when you do your walking videos. You can find those videos, Scott's Hole. You can fall in it anytime you want to, or watch some full-length those Cyrac videos or any other the fun stuff on PropMaster69 right here on YouTube. His link is running throughout the chat right here on the Vibe. As we're going to try to, I guess we got you guys can step out if you want to. I'm going to fit them in because I promised them, and I think there might be some new people showing up for them. So it's getting sexy time. So if you don't want to hang around for this, you can check out, but I have to stay around because I'm the host, and I got to let the ladies take their turn first as we do our 2 sexy segments to wind up this episode, this Wednesday, 288 of The Vibe, folks. It's the ladies' turn, so I'm going to let them go first. Ladies, Stacy, I hope you're done with all your meetings. This is your fair warning. This is your Wednesday Juicy Man Meat. That's right, ladies. Ladies first. Ladies first and gay men. We don't discriminate here on The Vibe because I love having a great ladies faction, a great chat family of ladies. So I like to do something special for them. And this is for and produced by the ladies. Stacey Allen made that cool bumper right there. If you want to send me something for this, ladies, it's bflive420@gmail.com. But until you do, I'll play what you already sent me. This is your first piece of juicy man meat. We just like to gather and give the ladies something to look at and have a little fun here on The Vibe. And then we're going to go get bricked up with the fellas. We're going to do plugs, and then we're going to tell you where you can have fun with us after today's show. But here's your first piece, ladies, of Juicy Man Meat. Right, I already let it play twice. Now, ladies, you know how to do this. You can either rate them by using 1 out of 5 juicy man meat emojis if you're a member, or you can just do like Space Nerd and give the Perry ratings 8 out of 10, 4-star. That's exactly what Perry gave it.
Shut the fuck up.
I saw you writing it down. You gave the exact rating Space Nerd did. Bobby Nick, don't you have to go take a dump?
I wish I did. I wish I did.
Well, he don't have to take one, and he got one sent to him, FJM. If you missed it, we had our Breaking Poos. Wendy already sent her poo pick for the day. Breaking Poos. I got to make up a graphic for that. But until I do that, I'm going to play the second piece of content that was sent by and for the ladies here, and even for our new gay friends that might be showing up here on The Vibe. We don't discriminate. We just have fun. This is your second piece of juicy man meat. Oh, wait a minute. Why didn't it play? Oh, wait a minute. Straight men can enjoy hot gay guys too. It's not gay if they're sucking your dick. Okay. It's only gay if you like it. And I hate this segment. I don't even like this segment. I just do it begrudgingly for the ladies. I do this begrudgingly for the ladies because you all know about me. I have been reformed, guys. So unless anybody hasn't been here and hadn't seen this, you don't know. I've been reformed.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
I've been delivered, Pop Kid.
I don't like men no more.
I don't like men no more. I don't like Terry Nee no more.
Women. I said women. I'm not gay.
I'm not gay, Terry Nee.
I would not date a man.
Not dating Terry Nee.
I would not carry a purse.
I'm not carrying his purse.
I would not put on makeup.
I might do that.
I will love a woman. Now listen,
I'm gonna love a women because I'm not gay no more. I've been anti-gay. That outfit says otherwise. Is that really the case? Let me see. There we go.
Hello, Frisco.
A Space Nerd says you can't yell your gayness out. Yes, but you can go to DC and try to get it out. Perry emojis are being utilized by FJM because he represents me and supports me monthly right here on The Vibe as I continue on with the next piece of Juicy Man Meat, piece number 3 for my ladies and for the gay guys joining us here on The Vibe. Let's go. This is your next piece. And like I said, don't shoot the messenger, ladies, because I don't go out and look for any of this. I'm highly heterosexual personally. I just do this for you guys. This is your next piece of Juicy Man Meat. If you want to keep this continuing, you got to hit me up at bflive420@gmail.com. And come on, fellas, I need you. I'm highly heterosexual, but these ladies are killing it. They are like flooding the box. So you got to send some of those ladies to me, bflive420@gmail.com. This is your next piece of Juicy Man Meat for the ladies and the gay guys. Hello.
Watch this.
Is that too much, John? Covering a little too much up?
Watch this.
BF, that's gay, and it's playing music, BF.
Watch this.
All right, Stacey. All right, ladies, check in. And Pete Cunt, you check in too. I want Pete Cunt. Rate this guy, Pete Cunt. Let's go. Kyoto's Eve always shows up for this, as a matter of fact. Well, there you go. The well-used Kyoto's knees checking in on The Vibe. I got one more piece of Juicy Man Meat content for people that like such a thing. I don't. I just play it because I'm a people pleaser right here on The Vibe. This is your last piece for the day. He's not natty, says Articulate John. Spacey Allen checks in with that last one with a 9 out of 10, 4.76 stars. She checks in on this segment that was created by her and this great element that I used at the beginning and the end. You can thank and or blame Stacey Allen for this segment, as well as Chelino. I think he was one of the first ones that said we should show some hot guys here. So because of Chelino and Stacey Allen, I give you your fourth and last piece of the Wednesday episode of The Vibe of your Juicy. That could be Perry Caravella tonight. He might be the sweaty guy in the bathroom, but I think she was talking about that one. I want to acknowledge the one and only Space Nerd checking in so generously, hitting me up with a Whack-A-Go Wednesday $2 super chat. Say, whacking it, the best stream and chat and vibes. It's a Whack-A-Mo Wednesday right here on The Vibe. She knows what's up. Whack-A-Mo Wednesday. Let me put my graphic up. I'll show you that it's Whack-A-Mo Wednesday. Here you go. It is... Come on, just to remind everybody one last time that it is Wednesday. It's Whack-A-Go Wednesday right here on The Vibe. We're trying to beat the shit out of that goal. Thanks for anybody and everybody that contributes content and toward the goal, all of that stuff. I appreciate you guys always. I'm looking for something in my sounds, of course. That isn't right there. There it is. Here we go. It's Whack-A-Mole. Looking for my Whack-A-Mole sound. And I'm not going to find it in time. So it's time to move on with the show. All right. Well, I think I showed all of that stuff there for the ladies and for the gay guys. Stacey perfected it, this segment. Everyone's got 3 weeks to get a real ID, else no federal buildings or planes for you. Yeah, they've been slowly. I wasn't aware of this particular deadline, but I know they have been phasing here in the States this real ID for many years, and it started many years ago. But I think it's finally coming to the deadline to where if you don't have it in by now, you need that real ID to be able to step on airplanes and to do like official things here in the States. Our friend lets us know.
What is that? Like a passport or something?
It's basically a more certified scrutinized ID that you get through motor vehicles and stuff. It goes through like a whole federal identification processes to assure that maybe you don't have terrorist connections and things of this nature. You understand? It's a more scrutinized license, and you got to have that real soon.
Just travelers got to worry about it, I guess, huh?
Basically, or any place you need to use proper ID, at some point they're going to accept this real ID, they call it.
Do I need one?
I'm not sure. You have to check with your local congressman. I love deep.
I would get one if you need
it. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I'm only going by seeing it in passing in the chat, Scott, and I kind of remember it being a thing, but I didn't realize it was a deadline, and I can't really recall all the ins and outs of it right at this time. But I know
deep butt cheeks.
Bobby Nick has deep butt cheeks. Get a passport, says Space Nerd. That's one way you can do it. Yeah. And some of it is for travel, Scott, because some places you can use this real ID in lieu of a passport, like maybe if you go to Bahamas or some light places here. Hey, we got into some kind of distracted news. Coming in late says Brutal Pain. Brutal Pain. Brutal Pain. What's up, Brutal Pain? He is a bro. He's not only going to be hanging out tonight in the Perry Caravello live chat for the Wednesday show. He is always generous, having fun, and hanging out and bringing it and turning up the party on Replayables on Thursdays and on Saturdays on 100 Proof Podcasting. Thank you for all your fun and your generous super chats, Rumble rants. I would call them Brutal Pain. Better late than never, Brutal Pain, says Space Nerd. As we continue on here with the vibe, I think I showed their 4 or 5 pieces. So let's run the element and let's switch over to get semis with the guys. But I want to run it one more time so I can make my transitions properly. That was the ladies' turn. They went first. That was their Juicy Man Meat.
Hey, yeah, it's time to rock, ladies, feel the heat. Juicy Man Meat. BFFs is the most, that's no lie. We hit a party time to amplify. Juicy Man Meat. Juicy Man Meat. Go get your straight. Yes, it's true. Get the party started. It's just for you.
There you go. That was your Juicy Man Meat. Oh, nope. Scott, you can't do Juicy Man Meat. Scott's trying to take his shirt over there, trying to extend
I put
this
my
bit.
shirt on backwards again.
I put on. I thought you were trying to give them bonus Juicy Man Meat, and I'm like, no, I give them bonus Juicy Man Meat right here. Look at that. Bonus Juicy Man Meat. Look at Sexy Levy. Yeah.
Boy.
Big ladies.
See, do I not spoil you? I just gave you 4, Stacy. Don't even call me on this. I just gave you this. Come on, Stacy Allen, let's go. You know what? Bob is sexy, but I wonder what about Sexy Perry?
Sexy. Sexy.
Space Nerd's having fun with the Slurpee
Wonders
emojis.
what it would be like if Perry had a gash. Sexy.
Would be sexy.
Well, let's pretend that Perry was actually a female made for men.
Sexy. We're going to see how sexy he is tonight at 5 Pacific,
Nope, not
8
interested
o'clock
in anal.
East.
But actually, I did have a girl that I did do anal too, and it was
Sure.
weird. A tight hole.
Got pig.
Different. She said, enter slowly. I did. And then I came. It was quick.
Oh!
Sexy lady.
Perry asked for sexy ladies due to Chris Popke, courtesy of Chris Popke, and I provide sexy ladies with breakup.
Keep cooking in the kitchen, making it right. Working with some wood, keep me up all night. Trying through the day like a queen on the throne. Everything she does got me feeling grown. Break up, got the vibe. Fixing up the world, I'm watching her thrive. The apple pushing and meet you, that's clear. But I'm in full of view, I'm staying right here. Break up, get bricked up. Break up, break me up.
That's right, it's the guy's turn. You know what? I'm either bad at timing or I'm always having too much fun because it seems like almost every day we go into overdrive. And we are 1 minute into hour number 4 of a typically a 3-hour show. So we are officially into overvibe because when we're having too much fun or too much fun, I don't want to leave you anytime soon. So I'm going to get bricked up with the guys. We're going to get bricked up and then we're going to come back and then we're going to do our plugs to let you know where you can find us later on tonight. So this is our first piece, guys, to get semis. Come on, here we go. Get some sound to it. Oh, we got the thick redhead here, Bobby Nick.
Man.
Okay. Right. I can deal with that.
See that?
Oof,
That's a good one.
Oof.
We would say she's thicker than Lex Luger back in the day.
She got them childbearing hips right there.
Oh. All right, well, there you go, guys. Ain't nothing AI about that. I don't think there's nothing AI about that ass right there on the vibe for your first piece of bricked up content. I want to go to some cool, fun stuff we got going on here.
Got sides are watering.
It wasn't no Tammy.
That wasn't no Tammy, Scott. Now I burnt that out your skull, man, with that one. I'm not only so happy to have this guy on my show every day as my co-host and friend, my longest time podcasting friend, but so generously gives 5 gifted memberships to one and only Bobby Nick, Mr. Deep Butt Cheeks themselves.
That's right.
I appreciate
deep butt
that,
cheeks
man.
to you, Bobby friend. Deep butt cheeks.
Deep butt cheeks to you.
I got deep butt cheeks.
I love every bit of them too. Thank you, Bobby Nick, for the 5 gifted. Let's see who caught them. But before I can even get to who the computer gave them out to, I got to acknowledge another dude with deep butt cheeks. It's Pecan. We're going into overvibe.
Right.
He knows we're having too much fun. Thank you.
I got deep butt cheeks.
There you go. So Chunkster says, Bobby Nick gifted in the wrong segment. Well, he was trying to, I think he was waiting. He was like, it's about to become heterosexual, so I'm going to force this heterosexualness. Thank you, Bobby Nick.
Right.
And thank you to Chunkster, man. That was great. Wow, says Space Nerd. But don't on that one. Thick legs are the best, says Terry Nee. And to that, we say,
yeah.
They're so quiet during this segment. With Stacey, because I know Scott has been called on it before. Scott he's like, but I didn't realize that we all do it, Stacey. But I imagine that we do because guys like to really concentrate on it. We can't talk and look at titties at the same time. Let's see. That's funny. I love when people point out other shit like that we don't realize that. Pecan says, Space Nerd says, Pecan, I almost complimented honky honk, but donk commented. But donk. Nor for me, redheads usually have that smelly junk. Concentrating. Since Stacey Allen, we were. Popke's laughing. Popke, interesting, says Nerd. FJM is laughing, and that's the purpose of why we get up every day and do the vibe right here. So let me see. I definitely got another piece for you. Matter of fact, I have 2 more pieces for you because I know that the ladies are counting because they got Bob for a number 4 piece, but this is our number 3 piece, and this is a familiar one, guys. And the jury's still out on this one if they're real or not, or if I even care. But let's see. This is the one that can make them dance. Remember this girl, Scott Bobby Nick?
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Those nipples are utterly ridiculous. I notice we're being quiet again. There you go. Well, there's a reason for that. We're looking at them titties.
Check them out.
All right, guys. Let's see. I got another one here. Let me present this one for you as we're well into the over vibe, getting bricked up with the guys, and we're going to come back and tell you what other fun you can have with us after this show. But now, let's get bricked up.
Whoa.
What is a tattoo under there? Scott, you definitely got to take your glasses off. Scott's over there fronting. Oh. All right, there you go.
I can see the veins in her boobies. Oh, that's the other thing.
Unless they got some good AI veins, Bobby Nick. That's a good indicator, buddy. I like that.
Yeah.
Bobby Nick says AI can't do no veins like that, son.
I don't think so.
We making sure these breasticles are real with our scientific analysis from Bobby Nick right here. All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, You know, we've had a fun show and a fun day, and I'd like to knock on wood and say that everything's been good technically. The week's gotten smoother and smoother. It's the middle of the week. I'm so happy to be here with you guys and happy to show you this last piece of bricked up content. And then we're going to get our last comments from the chat. We're going to do some plugs, and then we're going to ease on down the road. Oh, here you go, guys.
What? What?
Yes, what are we watching here? That last one.
There you go.
What the fuck is he? He's got them big ass. See, like those are like cartoon titties right there, guys. Right?
Yeah, she's gonna have back problems real quick.
Yeah, it must be why she's doing squats. And she's like in her like leather dom outfit or something, like lifting. She got enough weight on them titties. She need to add weight up to it. I guess you got to be able to lift beyond the weight of them titties.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
There you go.
That's crazy. Well, she racked them up.
Big. Why are they so big?
They're cartoon big. As Scott puts the glasses back on. Yeah, they're so big. They were cartoon big, but hopefully it was good enough for some of you guys to get bricked.
Keep cooking in the kitchen, making it right. Working with some wood, keep me up all night. Charging through the day like the queen on the throne. Everything she does got me feeling grown. Bricked up, got the vibe. Fixing up the world, I'm watching her fly. See after pushing and meet you, that's clear. But I'm in full of view, I'm staying right here. Bricked up, get bricked up. Bricked up, bring me up.
And that's it. We did it, guys. We did it. As I go back in the chat here, because I want to say that I saw somebody sneak in here. So I'm always looking for people that are coming in and doing like quick hits and trying to sneak in and out, because this is all about the chat. Calm down over there, dog.
Sounds like it.
Like Bobby Nick, Chelino started it, says Terry. That's what I saw. Yeah, Scott, you can hear that my dog is keyed into my timer. My dog even knows that we are into override. He's like, hey, BF, we're into override. As soon as I find the element and play it in a timely manner. For that. So that's right. My dog jingling like that indicates that even she knows that we are in overvibe. It's 10 minutes into hour number 4 of what is typically a 3-hour show that we're about to wrap up right here. I think it was 3 pieces of meat, but who's counting on that one? Slurpee emoji. Oh, we got that one earlier. Let me go down here because I want to acknowledge some late coming in super chats. So they said, well, first of all, Terry Nee said the hypothalamus, the amygdala, septal region, and prefrontal cortex are occupied. I'll come back later for comment. That means he was horny. That's just a fancy way of saying he's horny. Space Nerd says, looks like a pillow. About that lady. I want to thank my PCL friend and my chat family friend, Matt, giving the bones up. To that, I reply 666, and I'll see you tonight. You know I will, buddy, and all of us, all friends, in the Perry Caravello live chat tonight. We'll see if it's going to be a gaming stream. Probably won't be a cooking stream. Maybe it'll be Weather Matters. You won't know unless you tune in to PCL, Perry Caravello live tonight, 5 Pacific, 8 o'clock East. I'll be hanging out with you, Matt, in the chat, and all the friends later on tonight. Oh, for crying out loud, says Space Nerd. Horrible squat form, Matt. Yeah, she had that crooked, she was like they were taking her out or something. You're not wrong. That was a boner killer, says Chris Popke. Shit ain't right, says my brother Rick checking in. Hey, Rick, I saw you quickly check in earlier, but the chat and the show got away from me, brother. I'll be hanging out with my brother later on, Rick. Shit ain't right, he says about that last one. Those are personal flotation devices. The night bots run all over our bots. Just got home from the beach with my dog. I walk her in the 3rd hour. Oh, in the 3rd hour. Oh, there you go. Well, see, you thought that you were going to trick yourself and avoid all the sexy segments, but I held them out and extended them past the hour. We're in overvibe. Kathy, we talked about how much fun it was to hang out with Andrew yesterday. Andrew did make it to Florida quite successfully, Kathy.
Yep.
you can go back and watch yesterday's No Filter with Andrew and Friends, the Tuesday No Filter with Andrew and Friends. Vinny had him down there. It was worth going back watching, Kath, and I know you're a big fan of Andrew. All right, dog.
I think Andrew's going to be expecting a link from you sometimes.
Who is?
BF, but Andrew, I think because he don't have to work no more.
I told Andrew live, and I super chatted him as much, that he is always welcome here on the Vibe. Scott, he seemed like he was going to get some good sleep last night. I was wondering if he was going to be available this time of day. And Bobby Nick, I think he kind of looked into possibly sending him the link the way he's been sending it to him lately. So, yeah, Bob, you can always forward the link to Andrew, and if he has time during the day, I told him he's always welcome on the Vibe, and maybe if it becomes a regular thing and we can time it, we'll do like a little sports heads kind of. We'll mix that into the show.
Oh, yeah, man, he's like that.
So we'll do all that.
Keep him awake for that.
Absolutely. All that fun and more. You never know, folks. The only way you're going to find out, all right, dog, is if you tune in here every day, Monday through Friday on the Vibe. We haven't done plugs yet, dog, okay?
This motherfucker, Andrew is live right now. He's got midday nap stream going on right now.
Of course he does. And what's he got? Is he playing off of the tablet?
I really don't,
because he had it on his belly last night, and you could see the camera rising and falling with Andrew's breathing pattern. You want to tune in to all that fun stuff. Check out Andrew the Giant. And what's he go? Andrew the Giant 96. Is that what he's on right now?
Yeah,
I said that right? It's been a while since I said it.
I'm not sure.
And Andrew the Giant, 96.
Yeah.
He's doing a live right now. And we're going to have stuff going on after all these shows, too. My dog is waiting for me to go out and smoke one so it can go outside and do its damn thing. So before my dog pisses on the floor, brother needs to be a guest. We'll have to arrange that, Terry Nee. I know you've been wanting Kathy, too, maybe. I'll give her a nice treat for you, nerd. Oh, there you go. Andrew Rules at Space Chief 75.
Oh, it already ended. What the heck?
Poppy says, I make my own dog treats, and they're delicious. Well, my dog is on a timer, and it knows that we're well into overvibe. He's shaking like, come on, we got to go, because we're normally done at 3 o'clock, BF. But, dog, I can't go until I turn it over to my friend Scott Fitzpatrick to remind him that it's Wednesday. Scott, any last words or plugs you like to give, my friend?
I'll try to rip through him real quick for the dog's sake.
For the dog. All right.
Today's Wednesday, so Boner Show for at, I believe, 8 o'clock Eastern, right, Bobby Nick?
9
o'clock
but
Eastern time.
Since we didn't do one on Monday, it's just going to be free for all show. So it's not really a show.
All righty then. Lunatic Lounge at on Bobby Nick's channel at Bobby Nick 1978, and then Thursday we'll revisit Andrew, which you might see him on here. I've got a feeling pretty soon. Andrew on No Filter, also same time, same bat time, same different bat channel.
That's right. They normally do No Filter, just like they did on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 7 p.m. East. But for more details about those shows and the ones that Bobby Nick knows that he's going to do, I turn it over to my friend and co-host, Bobby Nick, and he's going to tell you where you can find him after this show.
Well, at 3:30 p.m. Eastern today, you can check me out in the lounge. Fuck yeah.
The music's about to go down. It's a midnight party.
That's right. And for the low, low price of $1, you can see your music video request on my show. Get over to rumble.com/The Bobby Nick Show, or just search up The Bobby Nick Show on rumble.com right now, guys, because it's about to go down in a few minutes. And then, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, we will have an episode of The Lunatic Lounge at Bobby Nick 1978. So check that out as well. And then tomorrow, like Scott said, No Filter at 7 p.m. Eastern. I guess I think the ad is No Filter Andrew. Pretty sure. The lounge, the lounge is in 15 minutes. There, Popkey.
15 minutes. As soon as BF is done going into overvibe, which I tend to do a lot, and I do it a lot more, it seems, when Bobby Nick is going over to Rumble. So catch the Bobby Nick Rumble link. It's running throughout the entirety of the show in my chat as well. Bobby Nick 1978 on YouTube, or Bobby Nick's Rumble link. They're running in a combined link, so catch it and go over to the lounge right after this show, and I can guarantee you it's a lot of fun. Stacey Allen's been there before. Many of us at Spawn and many of our friends go hang out. $1 a song. It's a bargain. It's a good time. It's the Lounge with Bobby Nick. So there's the fun you're going to have. As far as me, I don't really have a show tonight, but I know I'm going to see you in a lot of these chats. But the main chat I'm going to see you in tonight is Perry Carabella Live. My Perry Carabella chat family, I'll see you at 5 Pacific, 8 o'clock East. We'll be yucking up and having fun and throwing all kind of zingers Perry's way. So there's always fun places to be and to hang out right here on The Vibe and in this family, folks. And I appreciate you making BF Live The Vibe one of the shows that you enjoy every day. At least I hope you enjoy it. So for Bobby Nick from Canada, for my friend Scott Fitzpatrick, I am BF Buffalo Bobby Fran saying peace and love. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your Wednesday, and we'll see you the next time we see you in the chats, and we'll see you the next time we see you right here on The Vibe, folks. Peace and now, and it's just not bye. Bye for now. Bye for now. It's bye. Bye for now, folks. Peace and love. Bye for now. We out.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.
Tacky Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.